national tchèque à venir se présenter.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Kateřina Dolenska. I'm from Prague, and I'm president of Czech UNIMA Center, new president of Czech UNIMA Center. And we would like to announce that we are going to apply of your votes for a congress that will be held in 4 years, and we would like to invite you to Prague. And this is Jakub Hora.
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Jakub Hora. I am also a member of Czech UNIMA, member of committee, and as well with Kateřina, I would like to invite you and propose behalf of Czech UNIMA to host the next UNIMA Congress in Prague in 2029 as the anniversary of 100 years of UNIMA.
And I will please for you to see our nomination video. Thank you very much. Just a few words that we already started negotiations with the representatives of City of Prague, and we also started negotiations with representatives of the Ministry of Culture of Czech Republic. They are keen on this possibility, and they support us, and they gave us a very positive feedback that can be documented. Emmanuel, please, can you show the picture? Yes, this is the letter of our Minister of Culture that he hereby endorses our event. So, would you like to add something?
Yes, this is actually very fresh news for us because we got this letter just yesterday. Was delivered, so they already know. And actually, this is just our vision, our plan is to invite you and settle the Congress in the city center of Prague, in the building of Municipal Library, which is just not far from Old Town Square, and actually it's only 5-minute walking distance from Říše Loutek theater where UNIMA was based 100 years ago. And as well, it's very close to Theatre of Art Academy of Prague, which is also 5 minutes walking distance. And there are also several other places around it, this area. For example, famous Czech filmmaker who started as a puppeteer, Jiří Trnka, has his born house just next to Charles Bridge, which is very close. And Jan Švankmajer movies, who is also absolvent of Czech puppetry department, was shot in this area around. There are several theaters, puppet theaters, which are very close. So somehow our aim is to create some very comfortable atmosphere which connect this old time feeling with a little bit melancholy, with expression of contemporary Czech puppetry and world puppetry, which is very living in Czech Republic and in Prague.
And I would love to add something very briefly, because tomorrow there won't be time for the speech about the Czech UNIMA Center, but I would love to share it with you, because the next year is considered to be a year of Czech puppet, because it will be 10th anniversary when the Czech puppetry was enlisted to UNESCO Untangible Heritage List. So we have something like a training for the Congress, because we will organize 1 year of many festivals, conferences. It will be in regions. So we have nowadays a team that is hard working on this occasion. No, this is like a rehearsal. This is rehearsal for the Congress. So we are now organizing many events for the next year, and we will see how it works. And so you can be like sure that if something is not so good, we will improve it for the future. And by the way, I would like to invite you for the celebration for the next year. It will be really for the whole year, and you will have a chance to see many great puppeteers and many exhibitions and conferences. So welcome. You are welcome in Prague next year or in the Czech Republic, and I would love to welcome you in the, as we say, heart of Europe in 2029.
Merci beaucoup. Je crois que si vous avez des questions sur qu'est-ce qui est prévu, en tout cas c'est un peu tôt, mais peut-être que vous avez des demandes ou des attentes, c'est peut-être le moment. Fabrice? Un micro pour Fabrice, s'il vous plaît.
Je veux juste savoir si 1929 correspond à une année de quadriennale. Parce que j'avais été à Prague pour le 90e anniversaire, et il y avait la quadriennale, la grande exposition.
He asked if it's a triennial, during the biennial or triennial. He's talking about a triennial of puppetry.
1929 was the year when UNIMA was established. Yeah, May 20. Yeah, 1929.
Okay.
And trust me, I'm teacher. No, Prague Quadriennale will be in 2027.
Okay. D'accord. Autre chose? Moi, j'ai une question sur la géographie. Est-ce que c'est un festival un congrès et un festival centré sur Prague, ou est-ce que les autres grandes villes de la marionnette tchèque vont participer?
It should be in the center of Prague. Yeah. In the center. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there are several puppets and other theaters who are in the city center of Prague. For example, Divadlo Minor, Divadlo Dlouhé, not far are theater Alfred ve Dvoře, also Říše Loutek, and Theatre Academy. So we will try to focus all theater performances nearby to this municipal library. It means our aim and plan is to do like very close area for a congress within walking distance, where will be held all the shows and all conferences and seminars.
Merci. OK. À ma connaissance, il n'y a pas d'autres projets de ville qui se présentent pour présenter une candidature. Donc, le vote que nous devons faire aujourd'hui, c'est un vote unique, si j'ai bien compris. Est-ce qu'il y a une autre proposition? Est-ce qu'il y a une autre ville qui veut accueillir le congrès de 2029? Bon, donc le vote qu'on doit donner maintenant, c'est un vote unique, c'est un vote est-ce que nous voulons ou est-ce que nous ne voulons pas aller à Prague en 2029. Je vous propose donc de faire un vote de courte durée, un vote de type A, parce qu'on n'a pas besoin de réfléchir très longtemps à ça, si vous êtes d'accord. Hein? Donc, Svetlana, s'il te plaît, tu peux ouvrir le vote.
I would just shortly would like to say that it is ready, so everybody already has it in their profiles, and they can vote yes, no, or abstain for the proposal for the next Congress in 2029 to be in Czech Republic. And as this is a vote A, I would recommend we do it for not more than 2 minutes. Not more than 3 minutes. Correction.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see on your screens, that's how it looks. So the second part is vote for Czech Republic. And I see that half of the people already voted. So if you don't mind, we'll just give it 1 more minute to make sure we have majority. And on the top of the screen, you can see the ongoing open vote for the members of the next executive committee.
Je vous annonce les 3 prochaines commissions, enfin les 3 prochains centres nationaux qui vont présenter leur travail. D'abord l'Indonésie, ensuite l'Iran, ensuite le Japon. On commence dès que le vote est connu. Yes.
Yes, hello. Hello.
Sabrina, il y a quelqu'un qui demande là.
Hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, well, thank you. Good afternoon. I'm very happy to be here with all of you today. Yeah, I will start my report, a brief report actually. After the pandemic and the absence of puppetry activities, we hold the celebration of World Puppetry Day in 21st March in 2022 by performing wayang and gamelan by our famous puppeteers. This event not only to international community, but also to educate our people about wayang philosophy and values. Connecting the community with the traditional art, traditional wayang, and others. In 2023, Unima Indonesia was hosted the consular meeting in Bali, Festival Puppetry and International Seminar. In this opportunity, on behalf of Unima Indonesia, once again, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to Unima International, especially Karen Smith, Dimitri, Manuel, Tito, Annette, Kurt, Terence, and so on, and all parties for support and contribution to the successful of these activities in Bali. We also, in 2023, we participate in Puppetry Festival in Guangzhou, which is a very memorable event. In 2024, we participate the cultural event in FAO World Food Forum to present our cultural arts which related to the availability and sustainability of food. We perform Dewi Sri Wayang and Gamelan, which is a personification of our traditional life of most of Indonesian people on agricultural tradition. Next, we also participate in Pilsen Puppetry Festival in Czech Republic, which we send 20 puppetry arts to the event. The last activities of Unima Indonesia is the election of the new board of Unima Indonesia in March 24. We now have a new board consisting of 6 people and also a number of Unima Indonesia. This is actually the activities of Unima Indonesia since 2020 until 2024. I just would like also to share the picture. But I think I found difficulties to perform the video. Maybe I will send the organization later on. Well, that is my report from Indonesia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Svetlana, tienes un resultado.
Yes, I do have a result. I would like to ask my colleague to show it on the screen for you as well. So now you will see on your screen the results of the voting. We have 98 yes and 1 abstain.
Wow. It will be a big history. Ça va être une belle aventure. Ok, on va continuer avec notre... j'ai plusieurs documents ouverts, un peu de confusion. Next one is Iran. Si. Le Centre national d'Iran est-il prêt à présenter son rapport? Non? Il n'y en aura pas ou bien il faudra le mettre plus tard? Il n'y en a pas. D'accord? Ok. Le Japon. Tamiko. Japon. Hop.
Not here. Do we need the remote for the presentation? Check. Can we please get the remote for the slides and presentation?
Hi, my name is Takaki Kida, Director of Unima Japan. So let's start. Japanese anime is popular worldwide. For example, doesn't work. So, once again, please forget it. So, Japanese anime is popular worldwide. For example, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece were the big three of anime, and now Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and Oshinoko have become part of global pop culture. Additionally, these anime theme songs are very popular. When it comes to puppet animation in Japan, Kawamoto Kihachiro is one of the most iconic figures. This year marks the 100th anniversary of his birth. He was recognized as one of the earliest stop-motion animation creators in Japan. He trained under Czech master Iji Trunka and developed a style deeply rooted in Japanese culture, drawing from kabuki, bunraku, and so on. He received international acclaim and won awards at major animation festivals such as Annecy and Zagreb. His work combined traditional Japanese puppetry and animation. His puppets are exhibited in Ida City, where I work at the Kawamoto Kihachiro Puppet Museum. Ida also hosts the biggest puppet festival in Japan, which began in 1979. The World Puppet Festival was held there during the 15th Unima Congress in Japan in 1988. In the same year, Charleville Major and Ida City signed a Friendship City Agreement. In Ida, there is a street named Charleville Major Street, which is filled with cherry blossom. And in Charleville Major, there is an Ida Street. So, what about live puppetry in Japan today? Most Japanese puppet companies operate independently without direct support from Unima Japan. However, Unima Japan plays an important role in publishing the Yearbook of Japanese Puppetry, which documents performances and activities nationwide. Let me show you some examples from it. There are many styles, traditional and modern, for both children and adults. According to the survey, 830,000 people watch puppet performances throughout Japan in that year. Conducted by only 40 puppet companies. From tradition to innovation, Japanese puppetry continues to tell stories that connect us across cultures and generations. Thank you for all.
Merci beaucoup. Ah, l'Asie. Le prochain centre, c'est la Nouvelle-Zélande. Je ne sais pas qui va présenter la Nouvelle-Zélande.
Hi everybody, kia ora. My name is Anna Norite and I am the General Secretary of Unima New Zealand and International Councillor.
Kia ora, my name's Oriwa. I'm the International Councillor from Aotearoa, New Zealand.
And Oriwa just brought, maybe put it here, just a little friend. And we would like to share with you our video. We are a very new Unima, established in 2025, January, with 18 members and growing.
Kia ora, I'm John Coddington, President of Unima Aotearoa. This here is Laika. And I joined Unima because I love the magic of puppetry. I love the way it sort of communicates between borders, and I love the way it connects communities and people.
Hola, soy Ana Lorite from Naranjarte Company. I am also the General Secretary and International Councillor for Unima Aotearoa, New Zealand. I joined Unima because I love belonging to this amazing community of puppeteers.
Kia ora, my name is Sarah Bell, and this is Mauro, well, at least his head. I'm the treasurer of Unima Aotearoa, New Zealand. I joined Unima because of my love of learning and my desire to learn from other puppeteers all over the world.
Kia ora te whānau, I'm Oriwa and I'm part of IO Puppetry. This is my karitau Terito. Introduce yourself, Terito. Kia ora te whānau, I'm Terito. And we're part of Unima because we just love everything about puppets.
Hi, my name is Paul Lewis and I joined Unima to be part of the worldwide puppet community.
Kia ora, I'm Richard Hart from Dream Puppets Australia and I've joined Unima Aotearoa to be part of a wider puppetry community. And Dreamer wants the road to New Zealand. Good luck, Dreamer.
I'm part of Birdlife Productions Theatre Company, and this is my friend Marshmallow from Ira and the Butterfly. And we love being part of Unima because it enables us to be connected to the greater global community of puppeteers.
Hi, I'm Olivia, I'm 22 and I'm a puppet maker. These are all puppets that I've made. I joined Unima because I am a big puppet fan. I love Jim Henson and I just really wanted to make some more puppet friends all around the world.
My name is Ifat, and I'm from iPuppets and also IO Puppets.
And I'm Benny, and we like to be a part of Unima because we want to keep puppetry alive!
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Le prochain centre est le centre des Philippines. Il y a quelqu'un qui va présenter le centre des Philippines.
Hello, I'm online. Good afternoon. I'm Amihan from the Philippines. We have a video presentation. I was on site yesterday. I'll be there tomorrow again. Sorry.
Merci beaucoup, merci. Un plaisir de découvrir. C'est magnifique. Maintenant, nous allons découvrir le centre de Singapour.
Hello everyone, from Singapore. We are a group called Sri Warisan. This puppetry actually is from Indonesia. It is wayang kulit, but it died off in Singapore for 30 years. But after Terence introduced us to Unima in 2016, when we went to Tolosa, Russia, and all the other places, it is revived because of Unima. All the different commissions, you inspired us. And now, from 0 shows for 30 years, we are doing almost everyday performances. Let's enjoy tradition and multimedia. Tersebutlah sebuah kisah dahulu kala. A long time ago, there was a boy called Tanggang. A poor boy who lives with a mother. Ma, we are so poor that nobody wants us in this village. Everyone wants us out. They say we contribute nothing here. Keluar! So sad. Mother, please allow me to leave this village for us to look for a job. I promise that once I come back, we will be rich and no one will ever bother us again. Go, my son. But who will take care of you? What will you eat? Where will you stay? But if this is what you want, go. So Tanggang left on a long journey village to another. From that village, Tanggang, look for a job over there, Tanggang. Go over there, Tanggang. Find happiness, find wealth. Make it a better community for you, Tanggang. Any job? No job. But then one day, there was a princess who was about to be kidnapped by pirates. Tolong! Chuming ah! Pangwo! Multiracial Singapore. But then, Tanggang saw this and fought off the pirates one by one. Yes! With silat, a martial arts. Wish! With this, he was married off to the princess and became Prince Tanggang. Royalty, richness. Will he forget his roots? Will he go back to his mother? He went on a long voyage on board a ship. Hey, that looks like my village. But is mother still alive? If I tell the princess that I was a poor boy, will I still be accepted? Maybe we'll just set sail. But that is my village. But how is mother? Should I go and see her? Ma, Ibu, Oma. The mother is sick at home. Tanggang, my son, where are you? Come back, Tanggang! But meanwhile, in the village, people say, Tanggang dah balik, Tanggang is back. Tanggang is now a rich man. He will come back to see you. And Tanggang's mother went up the ship. That is my son. My son, give me a hug. No! Who is this woman? Get her off this ship. Tanggang, my son! That's my mother! No, it's not my mother. I can't tell people that that's my mother. And as Tanggang's mother left, she said a prayer. If that is truly my son, show me. There was thunder, lightning, and one by one, it turned into stone. Ma! Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Thank you, Unima, for inspiring us and doing whatever that you're doing.
Yes, so as you can see, we're a very diverse group of traditional, contemporary, academia, community. It's all in our report. And yeah, thank you. Please feel free to talk to us more. And thank you again, Sri Warisan.
Merci beaucoup. Quelle belle équipe. Hein? C'est beau. Le prochain centre est le centre South Korea.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 유니마 코리아 사무국장 한나입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. 저희 2023년 발리 회의 이후로 저희가 어떤 활동을 했는지는 지금 여기에 같이 와주시고 온라인으로 참여해 주시는 여러분들께서 경험해 주시면서 공감해 주시리라 생각합니다. 제 보고서는 지금 여러분들이 갖고 계신 회의 자료에 담겨져 있으니 그 내용으로 가름하고 여러분들과 공유하고 싶은 영상을 하나 올리도록 하겠습니다. 이 영상의 제목은 개구리 이야기입니다. 한국에 있는 인형극인분들께서 인형 제작과 촬영과 조종을 함께 해주셨고요. 개구리의 의미는 춘천의 이름에는 봄의 도시라는 의미가 있습니다. 봄의 정령 개구리와 함께 춘천으로 떠나보시죠. 감사합니다.
Merci pour tout à Unima Coréa, pour cet accueil et cette très jolie présentation. Est-ce que vous aimeriez ajouter quelque chose aujourd'hui? C'est le bon moment si vous voulez parler encore de cette expérience avec nous. Ok. Ben, dans la suite, j'ai le groupe, je ne sais pas très bien qu'est-ce que ça signifie en fait, on m'a mis groupe East Asia, et je ne sais pas s'il s'agit simplement d'une série de centres nationaux ou s'il y a un groupe de travail.
Ça fait partie des possibilités de groupes continentaux.
Voilà, donc il y en a un qui existe.
Qui avait été validé à Bali. Donc je ne sais pas qui. Voilà.
Ok.
Hi, this is Terence, Unima Singapore. Hope you enjoyed the little performance we did just now. I would like to share a little bit our Southeast Asia working group. It is on the English dossier, page 212, 212. It is a little working group as just as like the working group of the Nordic. This is working group Southeast Asia. And I don't want to take too much of everybody's time. We have a lot to go through. Those of you who were at the symposium of Unborders, you would have already heard this already. So I'm just gonna quickly show you that the agenda of the Southeast Asia Working Group is to come together and of course work together with if there will be an Asia Commission or Asia Pacific Commission, is to work within that umbrella, of course. And it's to try to bring up and raise awareness of the specific Southeast Asian diversities. Many of the traditions are oral, as you can see, as you saw in our presentation earlier. Many of the traditions are trying to survive. They kind of clash with one another after the Cold War imposed in Southeast Asia with the divisions that have been formed, the creation of nations that are confusing to many indigenous groups, especially those in Borneo and New Guinea. Let's see, and then we also work together with the Netherlands to create, can we play the video? Thank you. And this was the work that, a collaboration with Netherlands, especially led by Frans Hakemas, who gathered, during the time in Bali and beyond, he gathered a lot of collaboration and dialogue between Southeast Asian groups, and of course, sponsored by the Netherlands. Thank you. So this was just a collage, a very simple collage of what we did to continue speaking online as he tried to understand how we all came together.
Bye.
Yeah, and that's about it. That's all actually. We hope to extend and expand beyond to work with Korea, to work with China, Japan, and India, of course. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Terence. Merci beaucoup. On voit avec tous ces rapports régionaux que la jeunesse de l'UNIMA est très active en Afrique, en Asie, et c'est vraiment très réjouissant. Il y a deux commissions que j'aimerais présenter maintenant, qui viennent dans notre agenda. Je ne sais pas si elles sont prêtes. Une, c'est la Youth Commission, Anastasia, normalement, si elle est prête. Et puis, il y a Humanitas avec Kata Chato. Je ne sais pas si elle est prête. C'est la première des deux. Est-ce que Anastasia est en ligne?
Hello, yes, I am. I heard News Commission, sorry. It's me. Hello, everyone. I'm Anastasia. Before my message from Youth Commission Stats, I want to take just 10 seconds from the Congress and to show you some exciting news that we have. I will share my screen just for a second and to show you this. So I would like to congratulate Communication Commission and Youth Commission, as very, very soon the Congress attendees will see the result of our long time work. It is How to Unima Guide that we worked on together. And I just want to say that tomorrow, hopefully, you will all get some presents with QR codes on them with an access to this guide that we hope will help some current members, new members, and potential members and partners to explore Unima, to be inspired, to read our, go deep dive in our documents and our activities. So tomorrow, hopefully, I just would like to congratulate everybody and to say thank you to all the contributors. You will see their list on the second page, and it's quite long, which is great. This is just, just to share this exciting thing. I will stop now and go to my message from the Youth Commission. I will read it because I do not like public speaking very much, and I want to say everything we would like to say. I'm speaking today on behalf of the Unima Youth Commission, on behalf of all of us who had a chance to be a part of it, whether for a short while or over the full term. I highlight that because everybody who ever came into this group, even for 1 hour session, was amazing and added something to our common endeavor. It shows we did something right. I won't be talking a lot about the projects we worked on. They are in your dossier, but I am proud of them, and they wouldn't be possible without those people. During our term as a commission, we built a space where everyone, regardless their age, professional background, or nationality, could feel welcome and safe. That atmosphere was essential for us. I'm happy to say that members of this commission were involved in many initiatives aside, and they continue as councillors, EC members, and members in different commissions. The Youth Commission has and is committed to investing in the future we want to see for the thriving of the international Unima, both in the projects we tackle, in conversations we give space to, and in the leadership that we nurture among our members. We try to spread this inclusive ethos inside the organization, and one of our last achievements, which wouldn't be possible without our incredible Communication Commission, was the How to Unima Guide, which we hope can become a welcoming door through which people can join and more deeply understand our community. But the Youth Commission shouldn't continue in its current format as a small group of youngish people doing their own thing on the side. What we really hope for now is something bigger, that youth voices and, more importantly, youth art are taken seriously across Unima, both internationally and in national centers. That will take time, it will take commitment, and it will mean working on practical steps, like developing protocols so younger artists can take part safely and legally. We also hope that the Commission continues to build stronger relationship with groups like UN, MGCY, and UNESCO that already support youth in the arts. It was very exciting to collaborate with NGO UNESCO Liaison Committee within the AI and Puppetry Open Session, as it was inspired by their Artificial Intelligence and Youth Forum. And that event demonstrated a great respect and interest in its presenters, some of whom have not yet graduated. One of our biggest wishes for the future is this, that the youth we talk about in Unima becomes much younger, that we stop imagining youth as people in their 30s just starting out, and instead really open our arms to future puppeteers and professionals in the beginning of their careers, who are exploring puppetry in their own unique ways.
Merci Anastasia, et le temps est passé et on te remercie beaucoup pour ta présentation. C'est 5 minutes pour chaque commission. Désolé. Thank you. La prochaine commission que nous allons présenter, c'est celle de Humanitas. Elle est aussi en ligne, en principe, c'est Kata. Est-ce que tu es là?
Yes, I do. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Si. It's okay, Kata.
Hello, can you hear me? Thank you, Nastya. But I don't know if the call...
Yes.
Okay, super. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I also would like to thank you all of my colleagues who joined the Humanitas Commission, who is a very young commission, and we are working, we are started from this 4 years, our work. And what I would like to share with you a few points, what we are doing and how we are doing, because I think it is very important about the frequency, what we have as an aim. The frequent conversation have forgot a unified team focused on the mission of supporting the human rights of puppet artists who are UNIMA members around the globe. And we succeeded very strict conversation in the Ukraine crisis and after other crises. And I would like to point our vision, what is that we understand Humanitas as love and respect for the diversity of humanity and its expression through puppetry arts. Also, I would like to share with you our mission, because I think it is also important that we support freedom of expression and mutual respect between people and cultures of the world. We believe that it is important for puppetry artists to be informed about the circumstances of artists in other countries, cultures, and nations. Our goal is to help and protect puppetry artists by providing moral support and by raising public awareness about the puppeteers being in threatening situations. We support and promote the work of puppetry artists striving to broker peace, cross-cultural exchanges, and human rights. We will assemble and disseminate information regarding conflict situations and legality crises affecting puppetry artists. We will bring special attention to puppetry artists who find themselves unable to perform due to circumstances which reduce their human rights and freedom. The Humanitas Commission will also work to protect the puppet as an object of art when precious puppetry collections are under threat due to economic or political situations. Our objective is to raise awareness about the cultural value and heritage they represent and about the importance of protecting free expression. Also, we accepted our protocol by the board in May 2024, and what is our alive project is collaboration and support of UNIMA Puppetry Collaboratorium. The UNIMA Puppetry Collaboratorium is an initiative established to foster global collaboration among the national centers of the Union International de la Marionette. Its primary aim is to elevate UNIMA's mission and promote peace, mutual understanding, and noble human values through art of puppetry. We had 2 projects in 2024 in Bosnia-Herzegovina and Tehran. And also, I would like to mention our last session, what is a podcast. It will be a regular video in each quarter of year. And the first video was made by the artist from Iran, Siavash Satari. You can check it and find it in the YouTube channel. Thank you for your understanding and interest. That was my report.
Merci, Kata. Merci pour ce travail. Nous allons passer maintenant à un certain nombre de centres nationaux africains. Je vais essayer de faire si on arrive à les présenter avant la pause, on fera une pause à 3h10. Les centres sont les suivants. D'abord le centre du Congo, puis de la Côte d'Ivoire, puis du Burundi, du Kenya, du Sénégal. On va essayer de les faire dans cet ordre. Donc, est-ce que quelqu'un est là pour représenter le Congo? Je crois que c'est quelqu'un à distance.
Escondé? Est-ce que tu es là, Escondé? Je pense que tu peux continuer en attendant de
Ok.
voir.
Le centre de Côte d'Ivoire.
Merci. Bonjour. Là, je ne vais pas parler beaucoup. J'ai préparé une vidéo. Mais bien avant la vidéo, je voulais juste souligner que le Centre national de Côte d'Ivoire a mis l'accent sur la formation. Ces derniers temps, nous nous sommes mis vraiment à fond dans la formation à travers notre festival, les RIMA. Chaque année, en amont des RIMA, nous organisons un atelier de formation au profit des jeunes. Et à travers l'académie, le travail que nous faisons, l'État de Côte d'Ivoire a arrivé à adopter les marionnettes maintenant. Et notre centre bénéficie d'un certificat et à la rentrée prochaine, tous les jeunes qui seront formés à l'Académie Ivoire Marionnette bénéficieront d'un certificat, un certificat reconnu par l'État de Côte d'Ivoire. Et aujourd'hui, nous pouvons dire que la marionnette se porte bien en Côte d'Ivoire et nous sommes prêts à toutes les propositions de collaboration. Et merci encore pour tout le soutien. Merci pour la vidéo.
Merci beaucoup. Le prochain centre est celui du Burundi. Est-ce qu'on m'a dit qu'il y avait quelqu'un en distance? Est-ce qu'il est là?
Oui, bonjour. Good morning to everyone. Can you hear me, please? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I start to present myself. I am Eraste Mandela. I am the president of UNIMA Burundi. And we did prepare a video. We prepared a video that we want to share with you. But before it can pass, I would like to say that our center is now focusing on the search of searching for the networking, searching for skills here and there, so that we can see how we can make puppets in our country. Thank you very much. Thank you to UNIMA. Thank you for everyone. Thank you.
Welcome to Burundi.
the Unima Burundi Center has been officially recognized since April 25th in 2023 during the Unima World Congress in Bali, Indonesia. Its mission is of promoting, gaining recognition for, and valuing puppetry in Burundi. In May 2023, thanks to the collaboration between the Africa Commission and the Professional Training Commission of Unima, Unima Burundi benefited from the online workshop, The Puppet of Tomorrow in Africa. It was about puppet dramaturgy in public space, led by Alessandra Amicarelli from Italy and Athanasi Cabre from Burkina Faso, as a part of a project supported by UNESCO and implemented by Unima International. In September 2023, the Unima Burundi Center, in partnership with Abasa Mandali Association, launched an artistic creation and research project entitled Le Père et la Mère. This production was performed in several popular neighborhoods of Bujumbura and led to a research project on local puppetry supported by Aviama, Association of Puppet-Friendly Cities. Through the Mobility Grant 2024, Eraste Mandela, the president of Unima Burundi, was awarded. On November 2024, an official 3 years renewable twinning agreement was signed between Unima Burundi and Unima Italy. In March 2025, as a part of the twinning with Unima Italy, Unima Burundi Center benefited from a series of online workshops generously offered by volunteer members of Unima Italy. Those workshops are Lambe Lambe Theater with Alessandro Guglielmi and Lorena Vitali, Speaking Spoken Puppet with Sofia Jaimes, Shadow Theater Nature with Carla Taglieri, History of Puppet Theater with Francesca Seconi, thanks to the financial support of Institut Français du Burundi and the Unima South Africa.
Thank you very much. Merci. Le prochain centre que nous allons écouter, c'est le centre du Kenya.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fidelis Kialo from Kenya. I'm the Secretary General of Unima Kenya. I'm here on behalf of Philemon, my president. He was supposed to do the presentation, but we have a video that we want to show first, and then I can talk after the video.
In a scene straight out of a political satire in Kenya from the XYZ show Puppeteers, President Ruto took a literal step into the limelight and a shoe to the face when he attempted to spin a tall tale. Out of nowhere, a rogue shoe soared through the air, landing squarely on his cheek. Proof that sometimes the truth hits you right in the face, literally.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So, how is all this done? As you can observe, one puppet is manipulated by two puppeteers working together as a team. It's a delicate process that requires coordination, skill, and a strong bond between the puppeteers. It's not an easy task. The puppet representing the opposition leader, for example, is a satirical portrayal of current political figures. The show doesn't spare anyone. No one is off limits. In Kenya, puppeteers take their craft seriously. They don't joke around when it comes to critiquing or highlighting social and political issues. It's a powerful way to speak truth to power and engage the public in conversations that matter. Apart from poking fun at politicians, Kenyan puppeteers also use puppets to teach important lessons. They create shows that raise awareness about climate change and help children understand how to protect the land and the ocean.
Dr. Pamoja, Dr. Pamoja,
Buddy.
the virus is gonna get me.
Buddy.
I'm gonna get sick.
Buddy.
Daddy's gonna get sick. Mom is gonna get sick. The dog is gonna get sick.
Buddy.
What?
Stop.
They also produce health education shows that teach people about health and hygiene through puppetry. The puppeteers visit schools and communities to hold workshops and share these vital messages.
What? Puppets. And there are rules in puppetry. Oh, I'm the biggest of all, Daddy.
In addition to working in Kenya, they travel around the world with their puppet shows, spreading stories about climate change and other key issues. This way, puppetry becomes a fun and powerful tool to educate and improve lives, not only in Kenya, but globally. We at Unima Kenya are proud to be part of this movement. Asante sana, and we wish you a wonderful Congress in Korea. Kwaheri.
Well, thank you. So just to add on this, growth in puppetry in Kenya has been because of what is happening right now in Africa, whereby we are having trainings which are encouraging even the youth to join and be puppeteers. And this has really, really helped us in Kenya, whereby now we are also working with universities whereby they are sending us interns who are in drama school, doing drama courses that they want to involve themselves in puppetry. And this is not because Kenya alone, but it's because of the programs that are running now in Africa. And thank you to Soro, Jani, and the team that has been working tirelessly, and the Training Commission to do this very important activities in Africa. Asante sana.
Merci beaucoup. Nous allons rester en Afrique avec le centre sénégalais. Je crois qu'il est présenté en ligne. Est-ce que quelqu'un est là?
Amat Sarr.
OK. Je propose qu'il se manifeste, vous qui contrôlez les comptes en ligne, regardez quand il se manifestera. Le prochain centre, c'est l'Afrique du Sud.
Hello, everybody. I don't have pictures to show on the screen, so I'm just going to talk to you about Unimar South Africa. We have three big axes of supporting our puppeteers in South Africa. The first is our community center, where we work with supporting life through puppetry and supporting puppetry through the center, giving life to people. So it's a community center where we have a soup kitchen, an organic garden. We're teaching youth to train children in schools to use basic forms of puppetry that are easily accessible. And those trainees are now going out into different communities around Cape Town and also further afield. So that's our one big project. Our second big project is supporting our professional puppeteers, which we do through our professional training programs. It's been a big focus of the last 4 years. As you've heard from many of the centers in Africa, we've really been focusing on bringing skills to puppeteers so that they can create their own work in the space of arts in South Africa and abroad. Most notably through Tomorrow's Puppetry in Africa. We were very important in the development of that project as a center, and also raised funds for the project. And then the third area where we're very active is in developing international connections and community, the sense of community across Africa and out into the rest of the world for our members and for the community of puppetry in Africa in general. And that all three of those projects were brought together in the project Roots and Wings, which you've been hearing about quite a lot, and you're going to hear me talking about again in the Professional Training Commission report. But I just want to say that for us in UNIMA South Africa, it was really extraordinary to partner with UNIMA International. You know, sometimes we say, well, what's the point of UNIMA? What does UNIMA do for us? But I would like to say that as a national center, that when you stick up your hand and you're willing to create something that's exciting and speaks to the needs of the moment, the team at UNIMA International is so excited and willing to come on board. And the true partnership that we created over fundraising for that project made it happen on the scale that it did. I'll tell you more about the project itself later, but I just want to acknowledge that inside of UNIMA South Africa, we raised over 100,000 euros in our last financial cycle for the community development project. About a third of that was the community development project, and the other 2/3 were for Roots and Wings. And then we've raised another 40,000 euros, which is for the Provocation Academy, which we're still developing. So it's really thanks to the huge support of Emmanuel Castang and Tito Lorefice and Alessandro Micarelli, the whole team of the UNIMA International, who've partnered with us to make things happen, not only in the whole of Africa, but also in South Africa. Thank you.
Le Centre national de Tanzanie, est-ce qu'il est en ligne? C'est difficile, il est 6 heures du matin au Sénégal et en Tanzanie. Je crois qu'on devra attendre un peu pour avoir les participants. Le Togo?
Oui, bonjour à tous. Je suis Gilbert Agbovide du Togo, secrétaire adjoint de la commission Afrique de l'UNIMA et SG de l'UNIMA Togo. J'aurais bien voulu être là, mais le visa a été refusé à la dernière minute. C'est aussi des, des problèmes que nous traversons en Afrique. Je peux dire que l'UNIMA Togo a beaucoup fonctionné ces dernières années. Et il y a eu un grand travail qui a été fait sur le plan national et international en termes de collaboration. Nous avons un festival qui est la Biennale des Arts, qui aussi, comme ce que le président Soro vient de montrer, fait des ateliers autour de la formation des jeunes, à l'initiation à la marionnette. Et nous travaillons avec les femmes qui ont aussi une démarche pour promouvoir la marionnette, la pratique des femmes en termes de marionnettes. Et nous travaillons aussi à pouvoir impliquer l'État et puis l'administration togolaise dans la vulgarisation de la marionnette. Et après tout, nous travaillons aussi énormément pour pouvoir avoir des tests, des pièces écrites pour la marionnette en espace public et beaucoup plus dans des coins reculés qui n'ont pas forcément accès à la proposition artistique. Voilà. J'ai une vidéo, mais qui n'est pas prête. Et j'ai quand même envoyé quelques photos à la commission UNIMA. Et je vous remercie.
Merci. Ah, c'est parfait. Donc, il semble que le Centre national du Congo est là. Est-ce que vous voulez prendre la parole maintenant, s'il vous plaît?
Esconde. Allô, allô.
Est-ce que la personne qui représente le Congo pourrait se manifester sur le groupe? Bon. si ce n'est pas le cas, on va continuer avec la Tanzanie. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un pour représenter la Tanzanie? Tanzania? Non plus. Le Togo, il est là. Il y avait aussi prévu l'Ouganda. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un pour l'Ouganda? Ok. Bon, on va continuer donc pendant les quelques minutes qui nous restent avec quelques centres nationaux européens. Le premier, le Centre national de Bulgarie. Ensuite, il y aura la Finlande, la Hongrie et l'Irlande.
Hello, can I have the remote control, please? Hello, people, how is everyone? So nice seeing you, so nice being here. This is a beautiful picture of Mikhail and me and Svetlomira as kids. I'm joking, this is a very famous picture from a French photographer. Of beautiful children enjoying a puppet show. And this is the logo of ACT UNIMA, Bulgaria. Our ACT stands for, in Bulgarian, stands for Association of Puppet Theaters. So, 2 years ago, we had our 60th birthday. I'm not going to, I'll try to be brief. We have our report pretty thorough in the dossier. So there are a lot of activities we've done. Founded in 1963, Bulgaria builds on ACT UNIMA Bulgaria builds on a legacy that dates back to the founding of UNIMA International in 1929, where Bulgaria was a founding member. Today we have 115 active members and continue to make significant, I hope, contributions to puppetry both nationally and internationally. Bulgaria has a wonderfully developed festival network which all of you might enjoy if you want. So feel invited. 17 governmentally and municipality funded theaters, as well as a huge number of private companies. This is what we are very proud of. Thanks to Mikhail Baikov, we have our own magazine for puppet theater, and we have been able to publish every single year since 2007, I think. Yeah, and we have managed in the last 3 years to publish the corresponding issues. We also have a ceremony for an award for a debut for actor or for puppet actor or actress, and we have managed to finance and organize these ceremonies and honor 3 young actresses. So it happened in the last 3 years, as well as our annual award for significant contribution, which happened as well. Thankfully, we managed to secure the fundings needed, and it went to Silva Bachvarova, Professor Vasil Rakumanov, and Professor Maya Petrova, all 3 of them, puppet scenographers, quite famous. So this is an event we are really proud of. It's a Puppet Directors Exchange. It's an event that we organized so that we can meet puppet directors, and their ideas for new puppet shows were presented in front of theater managers, no matter if governmentally funded, if private companies, and we have been really successful in it because we have already 5 shows staged from this as a result from this event, and 2 more on the way, and we are planning the next directors exchange in September. These are some highlights from what we as executive board of the National Center managed to develop as international activities, but I should say that a lot more is going on because a lot of Bulgarian of our members managed to visit different countries and present their work abroad, as well as accept shows from abroad in our theaters. So this is what we hope to achieve. This is a joke, really. We need to strengthen, as you can see from the picture, the Balkan UNIMA collaboration. I hope so that we can continue fulfilling the legacy of Professor Nikolina Georgieva, hopefully. And if I have been, this is a newer picture of me, Michael, and Svetlomira than the one in the beginning. And if I have managed to be brief enough, there is still some time that you can take a picture of this last slide. And here is a list of some of the international festivals that are organized in Bulgaria. Some of them with the help of our National UNIMA Center. And I hope that this will find its way to the UNIMA site. And we would really love to deepen our international connections. Thank you so much. Благодаря.
Je suppose que ces liens peuvent être mis dans la base de données des festivals internationaux de l'UNIMA. Ce serait bien, non? Le prochain centre, il s'agit de la Finlande.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Eliza and Rosa. And we have a slide. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
We have a slide. If you could play it continuously, not longer than 10 seconds per slide, then we would be able to fit in the 3 minutes. I don't know if the slide is ready. Just give me a heads up and then I can start.
We can't share screen from your screen if we didn't receive it before.
Oh, but I thought that the slideshow is with you, the PowerPoint presentation.
Sorry, you got it? Yeah. Okay.
Just tell me if you are ready with the slide, and then I can start. Thank you.
We don't have, it's not possible,
Okay,
sorry.
il n'y a pas de slide.
It's not possible because I uploaded, but if we can have a chance to do it later, I can quickly send it to you or screen share, just let me know how we can manage.
Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous voulez faire une présentation sans slide maintenant ou est-ce que vous remettez à demain?
Non, je crois qu'elle propose qu'on passe à un autre pays et qu'elle revienne plus tard.
Ça, ouais. Alors, on continue avec la Hongrie. On continue avec la Hongrie, s'il vous plaît.
OK.
Qui voulait présenter le Centre national hongrois? C'est à distance aussi.
Yes, I am. I am here. Here I am. Can you hear me?
Kata.
Yes,
I
am here.
We hear you, but we don't have the good image on the screen. Yes.
Okay.
Now it
so
is okay.
UNIMA Hungary. Thank you for. I am going. UNIMA Hungary has sadly been living in a period of regression in the past 2 years again. The main reasons for this area are the financial problems of the organization. While at the last Congress I reported that our state funding has been completely abolished, it is not changed at all. Therefore, all of us are working on a voluntary basis, but we can say that it is not changed in our effort. The Hungarian UNIMA Facebook page, what is also in a volunteer's hand from autumn 2019, we have 760-person company group who are following. That's what is a huge number in Hungary. We are delighted that the map of puppetry has been enriched with a new color. The Veszprém International Adult Puppet Festival will be held every 2 years from February 2025. The festival, subtitled Tradition and Innovation, awaited those interested in puppet theater and the professional audience, with exciting performances, roundtable discussions, exhibitions, and educational programs. The performances in the program were evaluated by the 5-member of jury, which included Vanessa Silvi, a member of the French Institute, Pavel Hubička, Ondřej Spišák, directors from Czech and scenographers from Czech and Slovakia, Peter Muzsakazi from Hungary, and me. Because of the political reason the cultural sector in Hungary is still suffering, the government cut all the possibilities for the artists from where we could count a support. We have not received funding for cultural projects for years, and the so-called operating grant has also been reduced by 40%. So our aim is to find other possibilities, what we can share with the artists and with the directors of the theater groups or institutions. Furthermore, we aim to develop a motivation system for members and to enable Hungarian puppetry experts to participate in international projects and events as a means of exchanging experiences. Thank you for your attention.
Merci Kata. Nous avons trouvé, les images sont arrivées pour la présentation de la Finlande. Alors, si on peut revenir à la présentatrice finlandaise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Do you have, or should I screen share now?
Dear Elisa, please try to share your screen.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see it now?
Okay.
Yes,
bon.
It's perfect.
Oh, finally. Oh, thank you. Okay. So then I start. Hello, everyone. My name is Eliza Erzsébet Tamás. I'm Hungarian, but board member and counselor to Finnish UNIMA. Suomen UNIMA celebrated 40th years of dedication to puppetry art last year. We mark this milestone not only by reflecting our past, but by strengthening our engagement both locally and internationally. We have 147 individual and 10 organizational members. Our international activities include active involvement in Nordic UNIMA. We organized 2 online interview sessions, Puhetta Nukaista. We hosted a Puppet Saturday session. We also supported Ukrainian colleagues with fundraising efforts, workshops, and training material support. Through these efforts, we are committed to cross-border exchange and long-term partnerships. In the next couple of slides, you see Puppet Theatre celebrated recently their 40th and 50th anniversary. Nirunaru, Mukamas, Upilainen, Pirongilaatikko, and Hevosenkenka. We especially proud of our Finnish puppet theatre magazine called Nukketeatterilehti. In 24, we launched an online platform, nukketeatterilehti.com. This bilingual site, Finnish and English, features educational articles, artist interviews, festival reports, and international insight. By offering content in both Finnish and English, we aim to grow our online presence globally and become a stronger voice in the international puppetry community. Chief editor since 24, myself, Erzsébet Tamás. Nukketeatterilehti is Finland's only dedicated puppetry magazine. Please go and check it out online. We invited artists from our members to submit a photo and description of their recent work. The result is a powerful visual collection you see at the end of the presentation, and then I pass it to my colleague, Rosa. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you from here, distance. And so UNIMA Finland has several member organizations, and one of the biggest, or the biggest one, is Aura Puppets, which has over 70 puppet theater professionals working as a network. And where can you see Finnish puppetry? Well, some of the Finnish groups are touring internationally, and then we have also many puppetry festivals in Finland, like Mukamas in Tampere, Tipfest, Turku International Festival in Turku, and Sampo Festival in Helsinki, and Pikku Aasi International Puppetry Festival in Vaasa. So you are all
Merci
very
beaucoup,
welcome
madame.
to Finland.
Merci beaucoup. Les centres nationaux ont 3 minutes pour se présenter et on est déjà presque à 4. Donc, il va falloir qu'on s'arrête ici. Merci beaucoup pour votre présentation. Je ne suis pas sûr que la traduction a été juste. Les centres nationaux ont 3 minutes. Je crois que la traduction en anglais a été 5. Non, 3. Bon, le centre irlandais. Est-ce que... Ah, bonjour.
Hello. Okay, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet, like the island of Ireland itself. I prepared a video, so please roll the tape.
We didn't receive any video.
It's in the Google Drive with the letters Ireland on it, but
yes, there is a video, but Irish Unima is named, not Unima Ireland. The name of the center is Irish Unima.
yes.
Yes.
So it might be there somewhere. If you need to switch to somebody
That's
else
okay.
while we find
That's
it,
okay.
that's okay.
That's okay.
So, what did Irish Unima get up to in this last year? Starting off in early spring, our members brought Irish puppetry all over the country into schools, local libraries and festivals, and some of us worked on individual experimental projects from our homes and studios. 2 of our members even made it onto national TV.
This is going to be like a silhouette. Although we could cut out little bits of detail, the most important thing is the outline. So it's really important that each character has a distinctive outline or silhouette.
Puppetry is an amazing way to express yourself. I mean, there's so much creativity and freedom in puppetry that you just don't get anywhere else. One of the things I love about puppetry is that it combines 2 of my big loves, which is puppets and drama, and you combine those together and you can create characters.
Most of us managed to get together for World Puppetry Day to hang out, talk about puppets, and make a 1-hour puppet build out of scrap. From early summer, preparations were underway for Puppets in July, a puppet festival held at the Lexicon in Dunleary that featured international performers from Bulgaria, Spain, and Italy, along with our own homegrown talent. Our workshop sowed the seeds for some junior puppeteers to join us in the future, and overall, the festival was a big hit with the public. Meanwhile, on the international scene, our representative Claudia was making sure that we were kept in the loop about goings-on in the puppet world around the globe, taking part in the Culture of Peace Roundtable, as well as many Zoom meetings with the Humanitas Commission. In autumn, Unima members welcomed back our ancestors at Halloween with the Puka Festival, where we manned several giant puppets and amazed and terrified the public in equal measure. After that, in the run-up to Christmas and the New Year, it was business as usual, preparing for new shows and experimenting with materials, working with schools and doing personal projects, including Your Man's Puppets' yearly video advent calendar.
And today we have the Capo Orchestra, and they're doing a real funky Christmas tune all the way from the Dominican Republic, because we get inspiration from all over the world. Come on, let's join.
Since the start of the year, our puppets have been an integral part of Crinneún na nÓg, Ireland's National Day of Creativity for Children and Young People, showing students around the country how to work with everything from shadow plays to sock puppets to stop motion animation. For a modest organisation in a small country, we certainly keep busy.
Yeah, so the gist of it was in this past year, we worked very, very hard, and in this next year, we are going to work even harder. Thank you very much.
Merci, merci beaucoup. Nous allons faire une pause, en principe, 10 minutes, hein, jusqu'à 15h25. Et après, nous allons parler des statuts, des modifications de statuts. Il reste bien sûr des commissions et il reste des centres nationaux qui doivent se présenter. Ça sera pour demain. Yes, tous. Non, il y en a quelques-uns cet après-midi encore, pardon, excusez-moi. Ouais. Non, I did a mistake. Non, les centres, pour les présentations de centres et de commissions, c'est demain pour les autres. Si vous avez des doutes sur la liste et quand est-ce que ça sera, venez le demander soit à Emmanuel, soit à moi, soit à quelqu'un d'autre de l'ancien groupe du comité. Donc, pause. Voilà, la séance a commencé. Merci de prendre place et de mettre vos traducteurs en route. On a des informations importantes pour la suite du congrès. S'il vous plaît, prenez vos places. Il y a des informations importantes si vous désirez faire des changements dans les statuts. Nous sommes au point 16 de notre ordre du jour. On a déjà un petit quart d'heure de retard. Je vous annonce les choses suivantes. Premièrement, les centres culturels, les centres du Sénégal, de la Tanzanie, de l'Ouganda, de la Belgique, de la Hollande, de la Norvège, de la Suède, de la Slovaquie, de la Turquie, de l'Ukraine et de groupes nordiques seront traités demain matin, dans la séance plénière de demain matin, avec les autres commissions qui étaient prévues ce jour-là. Donc aujourd'hui, nous avons jusqu'à 18 h pour faire deux choses importantes. La première, c'est de modifier les statuts, pour autant qu'il y ait des demandes de modification de statuts. Et la deuxième, c'est très important aussi, ça sera la proclamation des résultats du comité exécutif.
Can I make a short announcement?
Oui.
There is 1 hour left for you to vote. Most of the people have voted. I just remind you, in 1 hour, this vote will be closed. For the people online and for the people in presence, if you're facing any issue, please contact me. For the record, almost everybody have voted yet. Thank you.
Donc, pour ce point, les modifications des statuts ou des règles de procédure, ça va être un peu complexe. On n'a pas énormément de temps. Donc, si tu es d'accord, Annette, je vais présenter déjà la situation. C'est-à-dire que nous avons reçu à la commission des statuts un nombre énorme de motions. On a essayé de les répartir entre les motions qui touchaient des modifications de statut et les motions qui apportaient des conseils ou des idées ou des nouvelles évolutions pour l'avenir, par exemple, des commissions ou des choses comme ça. Donc, toutes les motions qui portaient sur des commissions, sur des choses qui seront traitées dans la manière de fonctionner des commissions, elles ne seront pas traitées aujourd'hui. Ça ne veut pas dire qu'elles ne seront pas traitées, elles seront traitées après, quand on parlera des commissions. Donc ne vous inquiétez pas, les choses n'ont pas été mises à la trappe, on les parlera demain. Aujourd'hui, il s'agit de toucher les points, les motions qui transforment, qui changeront quelque chose dans nos statuts. Donc, il faut qu'on vous explique un peu la manière de vote. Vous avez vu que le vote n'est pas très simple. Donc, parce que c'est clair, il y a les gens qui sont en ligne, il y a les gens qui sont ici, et c'est un peu plus compliqué que d'habitude. Une des choses qui est toujours difficile quand on change les statuts, c'est la formulation précise. C'est-à-dire que quand quelqu'un demande une modification de statut, on peut le modifier en modifiant juste un mot, en enlevant un mot. Et ça, c'est une discussion qu'on aura entre nous. Et effectivement, elle est très importante. Après cette discussion, on va s'arrêter, par exemple, sur le point 14, je dis n'importe quel chiffre, on va arrêter la discussion et on va laisser à Svietlomila 1 heure pour préparer le texte définitif. Et c'est seulement après ce temps de préparation du texte définitif qu'on va voter. Donc, je répète, on va discuter toutes les modifications de statut dans le détail d'abord. Ensuite, on laissera le temps à Svietlomila de l'écrire avec les différentes versions possibles dans le système de vote. Et ensuite, on aura le résultat. Mais c'est clair que la discussion se fait en premier temps. Voilà, j'aurais besoin de la présidente de la commission des statuts pour travailler sur ces motions. Est-ce que Annette, tu veux travailler depuis ta place ou tu veux venir ici? Il faut prendre une chaise pour Annette. We have to take a chair for Annette. I think she has to sit. It's okay. Ah. Okay. Thank you. What is the matter?
Okay, I think we would like to go through all the motions, and this means we start with the first one and take a deep breath and start. There's already one person who wants to say something. Is that really necessary before we even have started? Fabrice.
Oui, mais on n'a pas commencé, mais je voudrais connaître la différence qu'il y a entre le point 17 et le point 19. C'est tout.
De quoi?
De l'ordre du jour.
Moi, le point 19, j'ai proclamation des résultats, donc je ne vois pas ce que tu veux dire. Je sais pas les mêmes... De quel ordre du jour parles-tu?
En plus, vous avez, page 10, page 16, normalement. Vous avez une version, vous avez ma version.
This is what Pierre Alain just tried to explain, that we put the motions into 2 sections. And we are now at the point 17, and we will discuss all motions that deal with the statutes and rules of procedure. And we will put the point 19 for tomorrow. It's the discussion about working plans, about commissions, and so on. Okay, is that understood, Fabrice? Yeah? Okay. I would recommend to start with the first motion. So the first, I would like to try to explain. The first 3 motions of the Statutes Commission have only been amendments the wordings of decisions that have already been taken on the Extraordinary Congress in Bali. So the first 3 motions are just for you to agree or accept the wording that we chose for the decisions you have already taken in or on Bali. This means, in my opinion, there is no need to discuss the first three motions. I'm looking around. Is that agreed? I hope so. All right. Thank you. So we could continue. You tell me if you don't think it's all right. You tell me. So the fourth motion is dealing with. It's also a motion of the Statutes Commission. We were thinking about how we could determine the quorum better, because it was a little bit not really correct how it was in the statutes. So you see the little change, and I would like to have one little word changed from what you have in front of you. That is in the English page 219, our motion 4. Determination of the quorum. We would like to say Statutes 4A2, the Congress shall meet at least once every 4 years. It can take only decisions if at least 1/3 of its voting members is present or represented. Because this registered members, there are more registered members, but the voting members, this is what it should be. So this is this. Any questions to that? Otherwise, we continue. Motion number 5 of the Statutes Commission would be something that we do not have in our statutes until now. It's the resignation and exclusion of board members. Yeah, if anyone resigns due to any reason, for example, the treasurer or the general secretary, what shall we do? So that is the motion number 5 for the statutes. And then we have motion number 6. It is the efficient procedure for amendments to the statutes. That was really necessary that we say everybody has to give in or to send in their texts, their amendments, their proposals of a motion to the Statutes Commission prior to everything else, so we can check the wording and so on. And then we have the last motion of the election of the Statutes Commission. That is the mentioning of the Elections Committee. That is really just a detail. The Election Committee was not mentioned in the statutes as the ruling bodies. It is mentioned in the rules of procedure, but not in the statutes. So it's just really a detail. Okay, so these are the motions of the Statutes Commission. And
ok, je vais peut-être ouvrir la discussion sur ces thèmes-là. Je vous rappelle, on fait la discussion maintenant et quand elle est finie, on passera au point suivant et on votera plus tard. Est-ce que vous avez des questions sur les 7 motions que Annette vient de présenter? Oui, Fabrice.
J'aimerais bien que autant dans les statuts que dans le règlement intérieur soit respecté l'ordre de préséance. C'est-à-dire que ce soit marqué congrès, conseil, comité exécutif, enfin je ne sais plus ce que j'avais marqué dans mes notes. Voyez, et puis,
tu vois une erreur là dans ce qu'on a proposé?
Ah non, il y a une erreur parce que si je reviens à la motion, 6 exceptionnellement, non, la motion 6, la motion 7, c'est mention du comité des élections. Bon, pourquoi pas? Dans les statuts, donc dans le règlement intérieur, le comité des élections est correctement mentionné. Nous sommes d'accord. Mais si on revient à la motion 1...
Mais qu'est-ce que tu cherches là? Excuse-moi, il faudrait qu'on avance un peu. Qu'est-ce que tu veux vraiment? Pose une question précise.
Il faut que ça soit marqué congrès, conseil.
Mais où, dans quelle ligne, où, qu'est-ce que c'est ton problème? Je ne comprends pas.
Motion 1.
Motion 1, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? C'est les statuts actuels, ça n'a pas changé.
Actuellement, vous proposez congrès, élection, conseil, comité exécutif, commission de révision, etc. etc.
Oui, c'est exactement l'ordre qui existe actuellement dans les statuts. Quel est ton problème?
Mais le conseil, le comité des élections, il vient trop tôt.
Mais il est en dernier.
Dans la liste. Ah non, il n'est pas en dernier, il est en troisième.
Tu le vois où?
Non, il est en deuxième. Il est avant le conseil.
Parce que le congrès, il y a les élections dans le congrès et non pas dans le conseil. C'est tout. C'est comme ça déjà actuellement, on n'a rien changé là. Je ne sais pas. Écoute, ne complique pas s'il te plaît.
Ah oui, mais sur les motions, je suis désolé, mais sur les motions...
on n'a pas changé le texte. On n'a pas changé les textes.
Oui, mais je reviendrai sur chaque motion de la commission des statuts.
Karen, please.
Karen?
Par exemple...
A small thing. There is elections with an S committee. Many of us spell it with the S. Here in the statutes, it's spelled election without the S. Can we, in the English version, I don't know if it's the same in the French and Spanish, does it have the S? Or can you see, because motion 7, mentioning the elections committee, but here we've got the election committee is currently mentioned, 4B, the election committee. It's just a small matter.
May I ask you, is it wrong to say the election committee?
No, I think both are right. But
well, then let's leave it like it is, please.
That's it. So just keep the election committee. Yeah. We refer to the election committee.
So can we move on?
Je vous propose je sais qu'on fait un métier très précis. On a des toutes petites marionnettes, on a des ficelles qui sont difficiles à faire travailler. On a des personnages qui ne font pas ce qu'on veut et on a l'habitude d'être très rigoureux dans les détails. Mais pour les statuts, s'il vous plaît, je crois que nos statuts sont assez bien ficelés. Si c'est des propositions de détails minuscules, je vous propose de ne pas perdre des heures. On n'a pas le temps de faire tout ça.
So I would like to continue with the next motion that is proposed by Tang Dayu. And I know that there have been amendments. And I would ask how can we present the new version of Tang Dayu to the plenum? Is it possible to put the new text of Tang Dayu's motion on the screen? Or because in the dossier it's still the old version?
If you can just give me a minute, whenever I'm ready, I'll give you a sign, we'll put it on the screen, yes.
Thank you very much. Shall I continue with...
Avec celle de
motion to... Yeah, okay, so we come back to Tang Dayu's motion and we continue with the motion from proposed by Clément, Peretjatko and Narges Majid from Tema. And this is a little amended preamble that has more to do with all the things that we are dealing with in every art and every culture. We are much more dealing with topics that have not been in our preamble yet.
Okay.
Merci de me laisser la parole. Je vais m'exprimer en français, donc. Nous avons discuté de cette motion lors des réunions préparatoires qui ont été organisées avec la commission des statuts, et plusieurs centres nationaux ont fait des commentaires. Excusez-moi si je cite, si j'oublie quelques centres nationaux, mais il me semble qu'il y avait l'Allemagne, il me semble qu'il y avait également Singapour, peut-être d'autres que j'oublie. Et il y avait la volonté d'introduire une notion supplémentaire dans les valeurs fondamentales de l'UNIMA, qui sont le santé et le bien-être émotionnel. Est-ce que j'ai bien résumé ce que Singapour et l'Allemagne souhaitaient? Donc, dans la motion qui vous est proposée, c'est-à-dire le changement du nouveau préambule, vous le trouvez dans le dossier anglais à la page, ma collègue est à côté de vous, dans le dossier français, c'est page 223, 221 dans le dossier anglais. Vous trouvez cette motion écrite en gras, c'est-à-dire vous avez tout d'abord la note explicative qui explique pourquoi le changement de cette motion. En gras, c'est la nouvelle motion, et la motion barrée, c'est l'ancien préambule. J'espère que les instructions sont claires, et donc il y a la volonté de plusieurs centres UNIMA de rajouter en gras la notion de santé et de bien-être émotionnel parmi les valeurs fondamentales de l'UNIMA.
Merci beaucoup Clément. Une question encore, est-ce que le texte qui a été publié, moi j'ai ici le texte en français, est-ce que c'est vraiment celui qu'on va voter ou est-ce qu'il y a encore des modifications par rapport à cette proposition?
Donc la proposition qui est faite est d'ajouter santé et bien-être émotionnel dans ce texte en gras.
Mais dans quoi? Dans ce texte-là en plus? Ou il est déjà dans ce texte?
Non, il n'est pas dans ce texte parce que la discussion a été faite après.
On ne peut pas voter un texte qui n'est pas écrit. Clément, je vais te demander dans les 10 minutes qui viennent de réécrire le texte et de le donner comme deuxième version à la table. Hein? Si tu peux le faire sur ton ordinateur. Et Clément, il suffit d'une seule langue. Je vous aussi un détail qui sera important. On a tous reçu une version des textes, mais comme vous voyez maintenant, il y a des choses qui vont être changées. Donc, nous avons décidé de travailler avec une seule langue pour ce qui est des petites modifications. Maintenant, si Clément modifie son texte, il peut le modifier en français et on va le voter en français. Mais vous aurez tous le texte, le texte original, mais avant modification. Le texte est définitif, il sera voté dans une seule langue. Ok, on passe à la suivante. There are no questions.
Okay. So we continue. I have one question, Clément. Clément, didn't you want to delete this of men and women and do it of people? Yes, please. No? Okay. All right. So we continue with another proposal, another motion proposed by Clément. Oh no, I have to do something else.
C'est le Tang Dayu.
The Tang Dayu, the motion of Tang Dayu is a motion together with Idoia Otegui. I had to say that.
Ah, okay.
All right. And now we come to the next.
The one of Tang Dayu is we had it.
What?
The one of Tang Dayu.
This what?
Did you want to see that? No?
Yeah, that's the right one.
Just to clarify, on the screen, you can see Tanda Yu has sent an email with the modification of the motion itself on 7th of May. And that what you can see on the screen is her proposal on how to modify it.
Ok, merci.
Okay. There's a question from Dadi or a comment.
Just a question, the deleting of whatever between peoples, yes. But when you say whatever their race, political or religious convictions, is that sensitive to keep? It keeps it more open. Maybe the word race, but I don't know. In the original, including peace and mutual understanding between peoples, whatever their race, their political or religious convictions.
What is the problem with that expression?
Is that a problem? Is there something to delete it? I mean, that's what I'm asking. Is there something obnoxious with that we want to take it out?
No, no. Why should we take that out? It's important, no?
Okay. I'm saying the proposed one. That's why I'm saying in the proposed one it's not there.
No.
It is in.
It is exactly that is in, of course.
Excuse me. Can I ask for facilitation of sharing, especially with the person in Zoom, as when we start to talk about emotion, to not jump to, we were projecting the one of Madame Tang Dayu, and I've got the impression that you're talking of someone else, so it's not easy for us, as there is two documents, like one document with modifications of motion and one is motions. So we need to jump, and if it's, if you jump in too fast, we don't.
We need, if we are in a hurry, we need to take time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but now I can continue. The next proposal is once more a proposal, a motion of Clement Perchatko. It is now not for the statutes, but for the rules of procedure, exactly how to proceed with the impeachment if we have to do something, if something... God, my concentration is not so very good at the moment. If we need to act against someone in the executive committee or in the board, we need to have a procedure, a so-called impeachment procedure. And he has proposed 8 steps for this very precisely. And I wonder if there are any questions. Fabrice? Fabrice, please.
Il y a une partie de la motion qui est déjà dans le point du règlement intérieur 4D6 et un autre qui est en 4 dans le statut en 4C6.
Et quel est le problème?
C'est pas à peine de les répéter puisque
il faut mettre des fois de l'ordre, tu sais. Là, par exemple, le procédé de c'est une proposition de Clément. Tu peux en parler avec lui.
À la rigueur, c'est pour raccourcir le règlement intérieur et les statuts.
Ouais.
Pour éviter de répéter.
Ouais.
Comme c'est déjà prévu.
Ouais.
Et puis, comme j'ai déjà dit à Clément, destitution ou qu'est-ce que j'ai marqué? Destitution, c'est trop fort. C'est trop fort.
Okay. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres remarques sur cette proposition, où est-ce qu'on comprend? Je pense que l'important, évidemment, si on doit nettoyer les statuts, on va les nettoyer. Mais ce qui est important, c'est de savoir si cette procédure qui est proposée par Clément est claire. Est-ce que vous la comprenez? Est-ce que vous êtes prêt à voter sur ce point, à accepter ou à refuser cette motion? C'est maintenant qu'on va en parler, plus tard on n'en parlera plus. Ok, alors.
Je suis désolé parce que
oui, mais alors
la présidente la présidente de la commission statut, si on met destitution, elle mettra destitution.
Mais j'ai pas compris, qu'est-ce que tu cherches? Tu veux quoi? Tu demandes quoi? J'ai pas compris.
Je vais essayer de traduire notre ami Fabrice. Il en reste au titre, en fait. Dans le titre, il y a le mot destitution, et il trouve que le mot est trop fort. Je suis d'accord avec lui, il ne faut pas s'arrêter au titre, c'est la procédure qui est importante et pas le titre de la motion. Donc je suis tout à fait d'accord qu'on utilise un autre mot que destitution, cela ne me pose pas de problème. Je voudrais juste, Fabrice, que tu nous dises quel mot tu souhaiterais qu'on utilise.
Pour le moment, je vous propose qu'on mette ou autre titre.
Entre la destitution, qui est vraiment le renvoi complet, et l'exclusion, qui est suspension, c'est pas tout à fait la même chose.
Tout à fait, tu as raison, donc on va changer. Si Clément, tu es d'accord, on va mettre substitution. Hein? Je pense que c'est le mot qui est le plus adéquat. Oui.
So we have Tina in the chat, then 2 in the room, and then Daria in the chat.
Qui est la première personne qui a demandé la parole? Tina, est-ce que tu veux t'exprimer maintenant?
Yes, do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's my voice that is maybe low. I just have a general question about when somebody is elected by all members through the councillors. I would have thought maybe that the normal procedure in that kind of cases would be to call in for extraordinary general meeting to make a new vote for this kind of procedures. Because how can a small group of people reject somebody who is voted by many? That's my basic question, so that should be maybe thought about. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know if Fabrice has had a chance to request an alternate word, but if it is indeed impeachment, if that's what it is, then it should be what it is. Otherwise, the word I suggest is sanctioned. But this is just a suggestion for changing. However, I don't necessarily believe it needs to be changed.
I have the same point. Dimitri Jajnou, Belgium, an ex-General Secretary of UNIMA. I have a problem about this motion because even in the statute before, when somebody was excluded by a center, it could be going before the General Assembly or the Congress to have a kind of decision if we need to exclude, to suspend somebody. So for me, it's a little bit dangerous to put too much power to the executive, so the executive can remove somebody from the executive just by a kind of a decision inside the executive. I will support the same opinion than Tina Suenen. I think that we need an extraordinary General Assembly, and for sure, in the case of General Secretary or Treasurer or President, I think that is very important, and not just a committee executive can remove the President, the General Secretary or the Treasurer. That's my point of view. So I think that this motion is totally giving more power to the executive, so it's kind of autocratic position against the democratic procedures of UNIMA International. It means the Congress or the General Assembly of International Council.
Merci Dimitri. Est-ce qu'il y a encore d'autres remarques?
Oui, Daria.
Daria, s'il vous plaît.
Online.
Yeah, hello, I'm Daria, Unima Ukraine, and actually I have almost the same question as Tina and Dimitri. First of all, I wanted to ask, is it an equal procedure for any member of Unima Executive Committee, not only, I'm sorry for this word, against the General Secretary or President, or also the head of the Commission? It's the first one, because it should be equal, but I should say in advance that I agree that should be such a procedure if person cannot work, cannot continue, cannot head the commission or working in the organization for a year or for two, but also should be equal because actually we are voting for a new executive committee and we are participating in it, but the decision for excluding it's on the shoulders of small group of people, but we trust them, of course we voted for them, but maybe it should be also somehow connected with the councillors, maybe in email. There is no guarantee that it will be fast answer. It's not a fast procedure, but at least it should be done, and it should be equal for any member of executive committees, for my opinion. Thank you.
Merci. Merci. On a encore trois interventions demandées. La première de Fabrice. Fabrice.
Hello. Thank you. My question is on.
Non, c'est pas toi qui as la parole, c'est Fabrice.
Je veux juste dire que concernant la motion de Clément, à qui j'ai déjà commenté la motion, si en cas d'exclusion, peu importe de destitution, si la personne n'a pas gain de cause auprès du comité exécutif, après, elle a le droit de se reporter vis-à-vis du Congrès.
Voilà.
Là, c'est tout. Tout comme pour la perte de la qualité de membre, c'est marqué, c'est bien marqué, c'est le centre national qui décide, bon, etc. Lors d'une exclusion par un centre national, dans le cas d'exclusion par le comité exécutif, l'appel peut être... Voilà.
Le Congrès peut toujours...
Dans le cas d'exclusion par le comité exécutif, l'appel peut être fait auprès du Congrès. Voilà, c'est tout.
Le Congrès a toujours le dernier mot. Tu voulais... Il y avait Jody qui voulait parler. Où es-tu, Jody?
Judy? Thank you. Sorry, waiting for the translation to finish in my ear. So my question is around the point 1 of the purpose of the procedure, particularly with the line around the definition of smooth running of organization. The values and the objectives of UNIMA are clearly defined in the statutes, but smooth running of an organization is quite vague, and in order for, I think, this to be approved, there would need to be more definition with regards to this, because smooth running can mean different things to different people from different cultures, and this is something that needs to be navigated. So I wonder if either it can be omitted or worded better, or further defined on what is the definition of smooth running.
Je comprends bien ta question, je me la suis posée aussi plusieurs fois, mais je crois qu'on ne trouve jamais les mots vraiment justes. Il y a toujours un petit flou, malheureusement, à mon avis. Alors, il y a encore Dadi qui a demandé la parole.
Going back on the words commission and the committee, they're two totally different things in English. Okay, the word impeachment is a slight abrasive, strong word. You have used in the next number 2, you use dismissal thing, but in this you say that against any member of the board. But then again, it goes into the smooth running of the organization, which means the whole UNIMA, not just the board. So
il faut demander à celui qui a fait la motion, c'est pas moi. Est-ce que tu as entendu la question de Dadi?
Merci, j'ai entendu beaucoup de choses. J'étais également en train de réécrire la motion précédente, alors j'espère que j'ai bien compris tous les débats qui ont eu lieu autour de cette procédure. Je suis tout à fait d'accord sur le fait que le mot impeachment en anglais, destitution en français est beaucoup trop fort, donc je pense qu'on peut changer ce mot, bien entendu. J'ai entendu des mots très forts comme dictature, je ne reconnais absolument pas ça dans cette motion, je tenais à le dire. On parle de processus démocratique, oui. C'est un processus démocratique et je tiens à réaffirmer pourquoi. Le comité exécutif est voté en assemblée générale. Le bureau de notre organisation est voté également en assemblée générale et ma motion ne change pas ça. C'est toujours l'assemblée générale, c'est-à-dire le conseil, qui a le pouvoir de décision et cela reste nos enjeux démocratiques et la démocratie de l'UNIMA est à cet endroit-là. Je parle d'une procédure qui ne peut s'appliquer qu'aux membres du bureau. Elle ne peut pas s'appliquer aux membres du comité exécutif, elle ne peut pas s'appliquer aux membres qui ne sont pas dans le bureau d'une manière générale. On me pose la question de savoir qu'est-ce que c'est que ces manquements graves, etc., etc. Ces manquements graves doivent être définis par le tiers des personnes du comité exécutif qui veulent mettre en place cette procédure. Ensuite, cette procédure doit être votée par l'ensemble du comité exécutif et il faut un vote des 2 tiers. C'est énorme. Cela ne se fait pas en un claquement de doigts. C'est un vote des 2 tiers pour que cette personne soit destituée. Et, je le répète, cette personne reste dans le comité exécutif. Il perd juste ses fonctions en tant que secrétaire général, trésorier, président, vice-président, mais il reste dans le comité exécutif.
Merci beaucoup.
C'est l'explication que je peux donner. Pour moi, c'est un processus démocratique. Ouais. À partir du moment où il sera accepté par le Conseil ici présent, cela reste de la démocratie et je refuse totalement le mot de dictature.
Merci pour ces éclaircissements. Je crois que c'est important de bien comprendre qu'il ne s'agit pas d'exclure une personne, sinon de lui enlever des responsabilités. C'est bien ça que tu veux dire, hein? Ok. Alors, on a encore 2 personnes. Tina, elle est en ligne, Tina, non? Oh, ouais, ok.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I just want to stress once more that there is systems. If somebody does something criminal, then it's a police case. It is case for a court. And we have a system where we elect somebody. And then if somebody is elected, we have to re-elect or elect somebody else instead. And there is councillors that has to be involved in this process according to the rules at the moment, at least. So please think this is very fundamental right for all the members to be included in these processes for those people who are voting for. So this is a very, very crucial question, actually. Thank you.
Ok, merci Tina. Fabrice, tu voulais encore faire un commentaire ou c'est bon?
Merci Tina pour cette remarque. Je vous réfère au point 8, la vacance du poste. Il est écrit donc en cas de destitution, enfin excusez-moi, le mot doit changer, le poste sera temporairement repris par un membre du comité exécutif désigné jusqu'à la tenue du prochain congrès ou conseil où un remplacement définitif sera décidé par vote. Vous avez tout à fait raison, Tina, et le vote du conseil ou du congrès est prévu dans la procédure.
Il faut que tu modifies ce point parce que le conseil ne peut pas voter, c'est seulement le congrès. Hein? Je te demande de le corriger avant de le mettre au vote, s'il te plaît. Ok, bon, est-ce qu'il y a encore un commentaire?
No, you need a mic.
Yes, I'm sorry. Do we have in the point 8 in vacancy, do we have the possible situation in which a member of the board, like the general secretary, is an object of this dismissal, and then another member of the EC has his obligations. And this is an option that the power of the board, the treasurer, might have the chance to have both functions in his obligation. Was I clear? No. Okay. Does this point present us the possibility that in a certain case we are governed by one person who is both treasurer and has the obligations of general secretary or president? And should there be any clarification there? I'm not sure if it's...
Excuse-moi, mais quand on est dans un comité exécutif, dans ce cas-là, dans 18, on est avec 17 autres personnes. Donc c'est une décision collective qui se prend. Il y a 17 personnes et il y en a une qui pourra pas travailler. Dans les 18 autres, il y a une majorité qui va se décider pour que ce soit une ou l'autre qui fasse les choses. On ne peut pas régler ça. Ça, c'est au groupe de se régler, à mon avis. Ok, Fabrice, tu avais encore une question, Fabrice?
En fin de compte, je veux faire une réponse à ce monsieur-là. Je ne sais pas, j'arrive pas, comme il est tourné, j'arrive pas s'il est de la Bulgarie ou pas. En fin de compte, ça n'est arrivé. On a eu un problème avec le secrétaire général. C'est la première fois qu'on l'a eu en 96 ans, pratiquement 100 ans. On n'a jamais eu de secrétaire général qui ont été destitués ou exclus. Hein. Donc, ça n'arrive. J'espère que ça n'arrivera plus avant 100 ans maintenant.
Ok. Merci Fabrice.
Bon,
Dadi, tu avais
concernant
encore...
concernant la motion de Manantong Dayou, moi le seul
on n'est pas sur cette
fait...
motion, Fabrice. Non, non, stop. Pardon. Dadi.
Yeah. About the word impeachment, I don't have the rules or statutes right in front of me, but there is a word in when an executive member does not attend two executive meetings, there is some sort of a dismissal, or there's some term that is being used in our thing. When an executive member does not attend two meetings, that person is removed or as asked to, and it has happened before. So there is some word there. I don't know I don't have it with me here right now. Instead of impeachment, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The word.
Je demanderai à Clément si tu arrives à trouver le bon mot rapidement pour qu'on le mette au moins en français pour le vote, hein, qu'on ait au moins une langue dans laquelle on soit d'accord pour voter. Hein. Je vous remercie pour la discussion qui est difficile. Peut-être qu'avant le vote, je vais juste encore... pour moi, c'est effectivement deux visions de comment on s'organise face à un problème de chaos. On peut soit accepter que le chaos va jusqu'à sa résolution naturelle, c'est-à-dire que si le Congrès a élu une personne, eh bien, il faudra attendre le prochain Congrès. Si les choses sont très graves, eh bien, on fera un Congrès extraordinaire. Pour moi, ça, c'est la voie normale, naturelle de régler le chaos. Et l'autre voie, c'est de mettre encore davantage de règles. On n'arrivera jamais à régler tout. Donc, voilà. Ça, c'est mon opinion personnelle. Je m'excuse de la donner pour une fois, mais voilà. Faites-le.
Yes, I will be very short. It's not a question or a suggestion. I just like to say that it's 4:20, and our session will finish at 5 o'clock. As you know, we have interpreters. I see that we're discussing something very concrete. I just want to ask if we're going to go through all the motions today, because we have one more point to declare the results of the 18 people from the executive committee. Thank you.
On va essayer, mais peut-être qu'on n'y arrivera pas. Alexandra. Oh, c'est
Oui,
encore
merci.
Tina. Et c'est important, Tina?
C'est juste pour vous dire de donner le temps au traducteur de terminer.
Yes, I just have a quick comment more. I'm sorry, I'm talking for the third time. This is so big question, and it is very good comments coming from the audience about possible same people having several posts. So it's a vast issue to solve, and I would suggest really that an external organization lawyer that is used to cultural organizations will be consulted.
Excuse me, Tina. There was another Tina. There was another person talking. Sorry. Alexandra, could you
Oui,
speak?
merci. Je voulais. Vous m'entendez? Oui. Non, c'est pas grave. Je voulais juste vous demander de donner le temps au traducteur de terminer la traduction avant de reprendre la parole. Parce qu'ils n'ont pas la possibilité de traduire celui qui s'accroche immédiatement à la fin d'une phrase qui est dite dans une autre langue. Donnez le temps au traducteur, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
La discussion sur ce point est clos. Je pense que le vote vous pouvez le faire. Soit pour, ça suffit, Fabrice, on n'a plus le temps. Le vote, on a compris les enjeux. Le vote peut être oui ou non, selon que vous pensez qu'il faut des nouvelles règles ou qu'il n'en faut pas. C'est tout. On passe à la motion suivante.
Yes. So we have heard all your critics about the last motion, and we continue. You can decide what you want to vote for. Now we come to the motion proposed by some, quite a lot of members of the executive committee. And this is about the meetings of the executive committee, because we realized that the meetings of the executive committee, if they were not closed, they were really difficult. They were more public relation than work. And we really need to work in the EC. And therefore, we wanted to have that more clarified, what it already is in the statutes. That means that the meetings of the executive committee are not public, and this the little sentence behind that just gives a reference to something that only deals with council meetings or with meetings like this Congress meeting. That those councillors who are registered members of a council meeting, or like today with a Congress meeting, they may participate in the meetings of the executive committee, which takes place in this Congress or in the council. So that was always a misunderstanding, and with having the word the registered members of a council meeting, the registered members of during a council, we can clarify that what was always a misunderstanding. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is page 224 of the English dossier. The motion proposed by Lucille Botson, Annette Dubs, Katerina Dojanska, Livia Croflin, Louise Lapointe, Tito Lorofice, Salma Moseni, Idoia Otegui, Clément Prechatko, Karen Smith. So, okay.
C'est clair, je crois.
Yeah,
non,
it's
c'est une clarification de langage. Terence. Merci.
Hi, thanks, and thank you for this explanation, and thank you for the open sessions that helped us understand it, for the councillors who attended the open sessions last month, or was it earlier this month? I can't remember. I would like to suggest that we make, similar to the earlier amendment, the voting members of a council and Congress meeting.
Yes.
So that makes it clearer that every time we are physically like this together, voting councillors can observe.
Yes, I will do that. Okay. I'm fine.
Ouais.
You're right.
Bon.
Okay.
Super.
Can we continue? Okay, then
S'il
we
te plaît.
have the next motion is proposed by Tina Suhonen. And the first one is the 3-week voting window. Tina, I have a question. Do you want to withdraw this motion, or do you want to stick with it? Because we already have practiced this voting window thing already.
I am very happy with the progress of having several hours to vote at least. So that is a step to go right direction. Maybe 3 weeks is too much, so I can withdraw it. But I'm very happy with the progress. Perhaps we can get a couple of days at least in the future.
Merci Tina, merci beaucoup.
Thank you. So I understood we could withdraw it. That would be nice. So we have a little bit less to vote on, and
La
we will.
motion 4.
Okay. Then we have the next. That means that everybody who is a councillor has the right.
Excuse-moi.
Excuse me.
Carles, quelle est la demande?
Sorry. For me, it's important. In the last motion, this presented for a lot of people, in the Spanish version of the dossier, the first words cancelled is not cancelled in the Spanish, and that's we don't understand exactly what happens in the point 4C9 and also in the 4D8. The words cancelled is not cancelled here, and not colored the new sentence. That's important because if the people read the Spanish dossier, don't understand exactly what meaning your change.
Can I just ask for the page so that I can point it out?
In the Spanish is 233. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. Yes. Something else?
Kurt.
No, he says no. Okay, so we come to the second motion of Tina. She proposes that every councillor and every country representative should have the right to vote digitally without extra fee, because this should be included in the UNIMA membership. So as you already have paid your membership fee to UNIMA, you should have the right to vote, and you should not pay for it in extra, digitally, if you vote digitally. Is there any comment on that, or any question? This seems not to be the case, so we can continue with the motion from Brazil. Now I am on the page 226 of the English dossier. The first motion of Brazil is that scholarships and subsidies should only be granted exclusively to UNIMA members. Yeah, that is this. And the explanation why. Then the second, Karen.
Associate members. Who are associate members?
I think that is a translation problem. I think the Spanish version might be correct.
So it's just UNIMA members?
UNIMA members,
okay.
That is meant.
Thank you.
Are there any comments on that? Questions to that? I think it's quite clear. There are pros and cons. You must decide. What? So, translation at virtual meetings is the second motion proposal of Brazil. The UNIMA Brazil wishes to have mandatory inclusion of simultaneous translation services in all 3 official languages, English, French, and Spanish, and they mean in all virtual meetings promoted by the organization. if this is voted, this also means the executive committee meeting, all open sessions, the council as it is, the Congress as it is, but all meetings. So just to let you know that this is, of course, not only complicated, but might also be costly, but of course, it's right. So it's up to you to decide. Fabrice.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Fabrice?
Parce que la présidente de la commission des statuts vient de dire les 3 langues officielles. Et en réalité, on a 5 langues officielles. Non, mais faut je le vois trop souvent dans les textes traduits dans les 3 langues, officielles.
Si. Mais là, on est en train de parler d'une langue de travail.
Si on a l'allemand et le russe.
Oui.
Bon,
j'ai jamais assisté à une réunion de travail en russe.
Ou l'allemand. C'est libre. Quelqu'un peut toujours proposer une motion spontanée.
Daddy?
Yeah, as Karen, sorry.
Daddy?
Okay, Karen pointed out associate, that it should be out, I think, because who is associate? The other thing here is certified, must be grant or scholarship. Now, grant or scholarship is, in grant, do you mean monetary or even an award? So, if you're going into that, like for instance, the Heritage Committee is awarding something, a certificate. So is that also going to come in here, or is that excluded? Yeah. And we have to realize that sometimes there is a commission or a committee who finds people and sends, and they may not agree, or the National Center also may not agree with them. So then you have to have a little bit of a gray area there when you're selecting awards.
Okay. Okay, Alex?
Thank you. My comment is very quick regarding participation in committees, regarding only allowing members to participate in committees. I believe that this is incredibly restrictive, and I think it should be up to the discretion of those committees to include certain persons. If you are a network of puppeteers, performing artists, producers, etc., you have some skills, but at times you need other people with other skills. And so I don't believe that this is a good proposition, in the sense that I think it puts red tape into the national centres and to the committees, where we are trying to open Unimar up to younger members. We need to be able to include them and give them the experience of Unimar before they make a commitment to be a member. I think that's really important.
Excusez-moi, j'aimerais savoir de quoi on parle. On est en train d'essayer de terminer les motions, et j'aimerais qu'on reste sur les motions. On reviendra au vote du comité exécutif plus tard. Il faut qu'on termine. Du reste, je vais proposer de boucler ces motions-là et de voter sur ces motions, si tu es d'accord, parce qu'il est déjà temps et on n'a pas le temps de faire tout. Hein? On décidera comment on fait le reste. Alors, est-ce que au niveau des formulations, on est prêt pour donner les motions jusqu'à celle-ci, pour le vote, ou pas encore, Svetlomina? Tu as les textes définitifs? Ok. Qui voulait demander la parole? C'est Kariane? Oui.
Yes, I just wanted to clarify what Alex said, because I think you misunderstood. He wasn't talking about the executive committee. He was talking about members of commissions. And I agree, it's very important that we are able to bring in people with other skills onto those commissions. Okay. And it also means that we might get more members of Unimar because they find out about Unimar in that way. And particularly speaking from the perspective of the Research Commission,
It's been very important to try and get puppetry research out into fields that are not exclusively in the world of Unima.
Ok. Attends, il y a excuse-moi Karen, je n'ai pas terminé, excuse-moi. Il y avait eu une confusion et une discussion sur ce thème, parce que il y a, dans la demande du Brésil, il y avait une demande de ne pas donner des bourses d'abord, et ensuite, il y avait aussi une demande de ne pas accepter des gens qui ne soient pas des membres de l'UNIMA dans les commissions. Et là, clairement, ça n'a pas été accepté. Enfin, ça n'a pas été accepté. Ça a été discuté, et je crois que c'est une partie de la motion qui a disparu. Donc maintenant, on parle juste des bourses, c'est-à-dire, par exemple, si la commission des festivals fait des bourses pour aller voir des spectacles ou des choses comme ça.
Oh, yeah, just following on from Alex and Cariad, if participation in commissions, I think they should also add commissions. For instance, the Education, Development and Therapy Commission, you might have psychologists, doctors, all these professionals who aren't puppeteers, but who are extremely important to the commission to you need their advice, you need to know what they are dealing with, and so how you can better use puppetry in those type of healing, etc. fields. Correct?
Merci Karen. Il y a jeudi encore, ou excuse-moi, ouais.
Jenny.
Alex encore?
Can I go?
Yeah.
I would like to speak for the other side and say that I think that people who are receiving actual financial support from UNIMA should be members, and if they want to apply, they should pay the really small annual membership fee to make an application. And I think this is a way to show our members that we value them and we give them benefits. And I would also like to defend the fact that our commissions have people who are members of UNIMA. I think if you really need somebody on your commission who's not a member of UNIMA, but they're that interested in puppetry, that they want to work for 4 years to develop a field related to puppetry, pay their membership for them for the first year. It's such a small amount of money, and let it be the rule that we are an organization that works with our members. I don't think that people who are not our members should be participating in the major active bodies of our organization. But I think that there should be room for people to apply for free membership if they cannot afford the membership of their national center. So there can be space for that kind of compromise, or for the national center. I pay a lot of my members' fees for them with the organization, with the national center. So that's my suggestion.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Alex.
Merci. With respect to what Yanni is saying, I think in this case, the wording is problematic then, because people who come into a commission or a committee for a consultative purpose, that also excludes them if they are not required to be members. So it truly needs to be clarified that to serve on a committee could also be something of a terms of employment or in a consultative capacity, and this I believe is restrictive. I understand the sentiment, I really do, and I agree with you in many of these cases, but I think that in terms of the motion itself, the way it's presented, it becomes a piece of red tape in its current format. I also would like to ask the managing president if I can clarify the debate that we are having regarding this, because I believe that my first point, I specified that I was talking about part 3 of the motion, participation in committees, and I believe that the rebuttal was about something to do with number 1, granting of scholarships and subsidies. So if we could be really clear on which component of the motion we are discussing so that we don't make mistakes within the debate, I think that would be helpful.
Exact. Ok, ma proposition est, si on va pouvoir le faire, parce que le temps s'écoule, on doit s'arrêter, et j'aimerais que les choses qui se sont discutées aujourd'hui se lancent, que le vote se lance aujourd'hui, même si on a plusieurs heures pour les voter. Hein. Donc, it's ready? Ok. Alors, nous allons trouver un autre moment pour terminer l'émotion. Aujourd'hui, on n'arrive pas à finir. La commission des élections prépare un texte que vous aurez à la fin de cette séance, et vous aurez plusieurs heures. Je crois qu'il y a combien d'heures? ¿Cuántas horas hay previstas para el voto de estas mociones?
I think that we can leave the vote open until the beginning of the session tomorrow, so that people have enough time.
Ok. Merci Annette. Ok. Donc, merci. On va faire ceci. Donc la discussion, on la clôt maintenant. On prend les autres points demain. Et puis, le vote sera ouvert dès que les textes seront prêts, définitifs. Le vote sera ouvert déjà ce soir à la fin de la séance. Et vous avez jusqu'à demain pour donner votre réponse sur ces motions. J'espère que aussi pour nos amis qui sont en ligne, ça sera confortable. Alors, où est-ce qu'on en est? Normalement, we have the result of the elections.
Yes, the results of the elections are ready, and we can project them on the screen if you would like to have a look.
We go.
Those are the results of the elections of the 18 people. Would you like me to read them out loud? Yes. Anarupa Roy, 98. Jani Young, 96. Luis Lapointe, 85. Annette Daps, 81. Fabrizio Montecchi, 80. Fidel Schialo, 75. Salma, 75. Nesli Umid, 68. Jakub Hora, 68. Kata Chato, 67. It is indeed a very exciting moment. Kembly Aguilar, 66. Carriot Assel, 66. Omar Álvarez, 64. Clemón Perechatko, 63. Terence 10, 62. Soro Badrisa, 61. Tang Guayang, 61. Erdi Morgado, 61. And Erdin was number 18. So these were the first 18 people that I have just read. If you would like to, I can continue with the number of the other ones. I think it's good to see them all, if you don't mind. Mikhail Baikov, 57. If you can come back a bit. Yes. Thank you. Mikhail Baikov, 57. Livia Crawford, 55. Carles Cañelas, 53. Gilbert, 49. Isabela Brochado, 49. Susie Lopez, 48. Kurt Hunter, 43. Edin Kmetash, 42. Jean-Marie Kevans, 41. Tina Suhonen, 41. Kathy Foley, 39. Dimitri Jean-Genot, 36. Eleni, 28. Concesao, 27. Mohamed, 25. And Status, 22. I would also like to tell you that almost everybody, almost 100% of the people voted. And I wanted to read the names of everyone because I think that we had amazing candidates for the Congress. So congratulations to all of you.
Voilà. Notre nouveau comité a été, enfin, les membres du comité ont été désignés. Il nous restera demain à l'organiser, c'est-à-dire à trouver quels sont les candidats à la présidence, les candidats au secrétariat général et les candidats à la trésorerie pour que le comité puisse se mettre à fonctionner. Donc, je pense que ce serait bien de faire quelques minutes de pause. En réalité, on a repris un peu d'avance. Donc, si Annette, tu as encore du courage, on peut reprendre encore une partie d'émotion, mais je propose de faire une petite pause. Personnellement, je suis assez fatigué. Si ça vous va de faire 10 minutes de pause, est-ce que tout le monde est d'accord? OK. Ensuite, le repas est à 18h. Si j'ai bien compris, le repas est à 18h. Vous me corrigez si je me trompe. Mais ça nous laissera encore 1 heure pour faire des motions. Et je pense que ce sera bien si on peut finir ça aujourd'hui.
I would like to announce that the bus that will take us to dinner arrives at 5:20.
There is a bus for dinner in 30 minutes that will wait for us in front of the hotel. 30 minutes. 10 to 5.
It is written at 6. In my thing, it is written at 6. At 6 or at 5?
Maybe the bus.
Thanks so much, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Yes, but we need to go there and the bus will
Have a good morning, evening, afternoon.
They just told me.
Be clear about that. You are sure about that? Attends. Tu m'as dit quoi, là? T'as dit quoi?
Je crois que ce qui porte à confusion, c'est que la plénière doit se terminer, ça dit jusqu'à 17h, mais que le repas est à 18h.
En tout cas, moi, j'ai pas le plénière qu'à 17, c'est mi 18 chez moi. Mais bon.
Et de toute façon,
Ah,
ça va être la
c'était ici.
confusion.
Yes, tu as tout à fait raison. Tout en haut de la page, c'est marqué 17, mais c'est pas répété en bas. Ah, bon, écoute, même si on fait une. Si
De
on fait
toute
une
façon,
demi-heure. Attends.
c'est déjà parti la
Ouais.
pause.
Même si on fait une demi-heure, on arrive peut-être à boucler ce chapitre des émotions qui ont garde. Voilà. Si vous pouvez reprendre vos places un instant. Ja, sie kann setzen hier.
Ja, ich hole noch den anderen.
Ja, danke. Ja, no, Alors, on va continuer le travail sur les motions qu'on a commencé tout à l'heure. Il reste quelques motions à travailler avant de les voter. Un tout petit peu de patience. À 18h25, on arrête de toute façon. À 18h25, nous quitte. Ah, 17h, oui, pardon. À 17h25, on arrête. Le bus pour aller au repas et à la représentation théâtrale nous attend. Avec Annette, on va continuer les propositions qui ont été envoyées à la commission des statuts. Alors, tout à l'heure, on a arrêté à la motion.
We go back to the Brazilian proposal because we realized that Brazil already had sent an amended version which has not been shown on the screen. It was the old version which we discussed. So to be fair, we must really look at the amended actualized version which we see now on the screen. It's not the page, it's shit. Sorry. I'm sorry for the word. Which word? I know in United States I have always got some horrible, how do you call that, Schimpfe from the UN. Well, okay, so it's not the page, it was the page, or it is the page 226, and on screen you see the amended version. No, please stay above.
Yes.
I must read it myself.
The granting of scholarship and grants must be guaranteed exclusively to associated member of UNIMA.
Okay, I understand. So this is a little amended version which already includes some of the things which we have discussed. Other things still have not been included. It's still the word associate members and so on. So these little things still have to be changed. But the main aspect, the main content is the same.
Ça serait bien si on pouvait avoir la version définitive, puisque le mot ici, associate members, il pose un problème. Je demanderai à l'UNIMA Brésil de modifier ce texte tout de suite pour qu'on puisse le donner au vote. Est-ce que ma demande a été reçue?
Okay, I suggest that people, we will load, that was the idea of Svetlomira, to load up the new document in the at the document thing. Yeah, the document drive, and then we can read it more thoroughly.
Can I shortly just say something? Everybody has in their profiles open, upcoming, and closed motions on the left side. And on the right side, there is one place where it's written documents. There, I will upload a document with what we have discussed today, so you can have a look by tomorrow morning Korean time, so you can read it on your own pace, and cast your vote, having an informed decision.
Merci.
Okay.
C'est très clair. OK. On va la motion suivante, Annette,
Yes,
de
the
quoi
next
s'agit-il?
motions, now we are on page 227 of the English version, and these are the motions proposed by Claudia Lamantea, Irish UNIMA councillor. The first motion is about a fundraiser, the necessity of hiring a fundraising expert for UNIMA International. So, as we already discussed that in the open session, it is a very good proposal to have a fundraiser, but to put it into the statutes might mean a problem for UNIMA if we are running out of financial means. So this is something you should reflect on before you vote on it.
Svetlomila veut parler.
Just a very short notice. Claudia Lamantea has sent as well an amendment to the motions, so they will also be uploaded in their final version, which I think doesn't change the meaning, but nevertheless, it will be uploaded as she has sent the corrected version of this motion.
OK. Merci.
Okay. Then the next one is she proposes that everybody should be able to join the Congress for free, and that the hosts of a Congress should pay everything and nothing should be paid by the participants. Just to tell you from my experience as a host in Germany for just a council, we made such a big debt you cannot imagine, and I know that the hosts of this wonderful Congress and festival in Korea have just been cut 2/3 of their budget, so they might also come out with some debts. I don't know. I hope they will not. This is very difficult to vote on this for the statutes.
Je pense qu'au moment de voter, vous devrez bien penser aux conséquences. Parce que quand on vote, on met les choses dans les statuts. On peut très bien faire des propositions qui ne soient pas dans les statuts. Tandis que si vous votez une motion dans les statuts, ça peut poser de graves problèmes.
Yes, and then we come to the third proposal that is about having councilor meetings annually. We have that up till now. We have that every 2 years, and then the Congress every 2 years instead of how it is now every 4 years. It is the same problem. We are very lucky and very happy to have hosts for the Congress and for the councils at all. I don't think that we will ever have a host of a council every year and a host of a Congress every 2nd year, and this is going to give all the money away. And and also the workload for the staff and for the SE to have these meetings more frequently than it is now would just be too much. That's my personal view, but also our experience.
C'est aussi le conseil du comité exécutif. Le comité exécutif a...
Oh yes, first the Statutes Commission, then the Executive Committee, yes. And the fourth proposal is EC members should relinquish their councillor titles upon election to prevent any conflicts of interest and to clarify their responsibilities. I think that's very clear. Do you have any questions to Claudia Lamantea's proposals, or can we continue? I think we can continue because It is quite clear.
Who speak? Okay. Well, we follow. I think.
Anet?
Y voilà. ¿Querías hablar, Idoia?
Sí,
Ah,
sí
perdón.
puedo.
Sí, claro, no se había visto.
No, quería incidir en lo que ha dicho Anet, que estas mociones, no solo la de Claudia, sino también alguna otra que ha habido en relación a las cuotas, a eliminar las cuotas de pago de cuotas de inscripción a los consejeros y demás, están muy bien y sería fantástico poder eliminarlas, pero hay que tener en cuenta el costo de organización de un congreso, de un consejo y lo que pagan los socios por AUNIMA Internacional por ser socios. La cuota AUNIMA Internacional, si no me equivoco, está entre 3 y 6 euros, lo que se paga por ser miembro AUNIMA Internacional, 3 y 6 euros al año. Con eso no cubrimos ni el costo de los empleados que tiene UNIMA Internacional, muchísimo menos cubrimos el costo de organización de un congreso o un consejo. Como bien ha dicho Anet, eso lo pagan nuestros anfitriones, en este caso Corea. Por supuesto, no podemos pretender que cubran el costo de inscripción de los miembros. Por lo tanto, debemos ser realistas. O subimos el costo de miembros, de las cuotas de los miembros, que tendríamos que subirlo mucho para poder cubrir, o tenemos que cobrar cuotas de inscripción. Ese es el tema, no es otro. Por lo tanto, tenemos que ser realistas. Tenemos que ser realistas.
Merci. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres interventions sur ce point? Ok, alors on passe à la... Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Fabrice?
Je voulais répéter ce que disait déjà ce que dit la commission des statuts. C'est en fin de compte, ça coûte énormément de sous.
Ouais, oui, c'est ce qu'on a dit.
D'organiser un congrès.
Ouais,
ou un
merci bien.
même.
Ouais, je crois que...
Ils ne se rendent pas compte.
Terence, the motion of Terence?
Yes. Okay, so the motion proposed by Terence Tan, we come to this one now. The first one is that he proposes that motions for future congresses or extraordinary congresses and councils could be endorsed and compiled by a national center prior to a submission. And this would help to reduce the workload of the Statutes Commission and of the Secretary General. The motion may be also endorsed or compiled by the UNIMA International's board members. So this is something you can think about if this is a good idea. Any question to that? Otherwise, I go to the second one of Terence. This second one is, again, you can read it. Should an executive or board member constantly fail to attend meetings, provide reports, or commit to other elected responsibilities, the EC should recommend a temporary replacement for the absentee's duties from within or outside the EC. Proof of absence must be provided, and the recommended replacement can only be accepted by consensus at an open EC meeting. So this is very similar to other proposals. So we feel the need to have something like that. It's missing in the statutes.
Est-ce qu'il y a des questions sur ces propositions de Terence, de statut? Oh, Fabrice, pardon. Ouais.
Je ne suis pas d'accord avec le point 4 du texte proposé.
On est sur le point 2 pour le moment.
Singapour.
On est au point 2. On n'a pas été plus loin encore. Attends,
Hein?
attends un peu. On est au point 2. OK. Following?
Yep. So I come to point 3, the third motion proposed by Terence. This deals with the tasks and duties of the executive committee. Terence wishes that the executive committee has more duties and is more responsible for the whole organization and for the membership, the healthy rate of membership, and to be responsible for succession and stability of UNIMA as an organization. And well, you can read all these things. They are in red on page English version 228.
Sorry, excuse me. So sorry, Annette.
Yes.
I shared the amended one. This is not.
Yes, that is a main problem in this session, that what we have in the dossier is not the actual amended version. I don't know how to continue with this because the actual amended version is with Svetlomira already. What to do?
We have on the screen, we have the new one or we have the old one?
No, that's the old one.
Oh my God.
And anyway, maybe we move it to another time and solve this problem first, because we are already close to the bus time. It's already 5:20, almost 5:20. So maybe we can just fix these problems.
Because it is a lot to look at. Your next motions, the people need to read them very properly, and maybe it is good to say they should look at the document tab before.
Maybe I will speak in English now to look with you, Terence. Do you think it will be possible to vote on each of the details that you put here? So there are 3 pages of details.
No,
or do you think it's better to work together with the Status Commission during the next 2 years or 1 year, and to put it on clear with just a line, a directive line, a proposal, not a motion, just a proposal of collaboration? So we will not have to understand each word of your large text. Yes. I don't know what you think about that.
I agree with that, because all I was saying was these are suggestions only, and I agree that the grammar and the fixing can be done within the Statutes Commission in the future, or at the council meeting in 2027. But the general principle of this is about the EC being the duties being observing and assisting with UNIMA's overall membership. Just the principles of motion number 3 is sufficient to say yes or no, and we can take away the amendment of the text, and we can fix that another
Thank
time.
you very much.
No
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Terence. So the last motion which we would like to discuss or present is the motion proposed by Narges. And I must say, it is about the cabinet. And I did not really understand what was the old one and the new one. Yeah, Narges, could you explain it, please?
Thank you. Yes, I would like to precise that since the General Secretary has been for a long time, I mean ever since, and a source for many initiatives and many important projects in the heart of UNIMA, and I'm here. I'm over here. Yeah, I'm over here. So since that has been the question of the General Secretary, being the source of many inspirations and many projects, and we do not have a single word on this responsibility of this person, of this kind of role he has or she has in the statute. So this is why I'm proposing this. And I'm sorry if it is not clear, but I have the impression that it's very important because we never ever talk about to which extent this person can go, because it's very important to know that he has the right to propose many things, and this has been the case during the history of UNIMA. And now we have to know until up to which extent it is not too much. So first, he has the right. This we should know, that he has the right, because he meets many people, he goes to different countries, he brings projects to the heart of UNIMA, and this is to be respected, and it is, for me, very important. And then from which level, that would be a personal decision. So this is why I'm proposing these three motions, to make that clear, because I do think that it's a pity that it lacks, and for the new generations coming, not necessarily having this memory of how things go on, this could be a problem.
And may I have a short question, Narges? And do you really think it is helpful to have this quite kind of pressure that that the responding to the request is within 1 month, 15 days, or 1 week?
I think this is something to vote, because, you know, the way we function, depending in UNIMA, you know it better than me, things can be very, very long because we're very international, and if there's an urgent case, then people might be busy and do not respond quickly enough if there's a very urgent case, as it can happen. And this is why I've proposed that, really depending on the urgency. Shall we leave it to like for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month? I don't know, but it's something that it's important to me, because I think if like there's a war going on or if something happens, then you need to be sometimes more quick than we are usually at the heart of UNIMA. That's why I'm proposing it.
Merci. Je vais donner mon point de vue personnel, je me permets. C'est que moi aussi j'ai fait des modifications de statut qui ont été acceptées par le Conseil il y a 8 ans, où j'ai précisé dans un article comment il fallait voter les budgets quand on devait les voter par Internet. C'est un article qui fait 60 lignes et qui ne sert à rien. Et il ne servira jamais à rien. Je crois qu'il faut faire attention à ce qu'on met dans les statuts. À mon avis, on ne doit pas rentrer dans des détails de ce genre dans les statuts. Mais ça, ce sera aux conseillers de décider s'ils veulent accepter ou pas ta motion. Okay. Ou alors, si tu veux la retirer, ça c'est toi qui décides.
I don't mind taking the details out and keeping them as, proposals, but the important part for me is the role, just to say that he has the right to go to which extent. That I think is something to be seen in the motions.
Okay. Yes. Okay, we have.
There's. I ask you the plenum. No, yeah, I know. Just one sentence. Okay. I ask you, please, to read page 234 and 235. These are recommendations presented by Fabrice Guyot. These are no motions. They are recommendations, and they are his thoughts, which he was working on for a long time. And he appreciates us if we do read his recommendations. Okay. Thank you.
Merci. On est arrivé à boucler le thème des statuts. Je vous remercie énormément. Les textes seront à voter dans quelques minutes et vous aurez jusqu'à demain matin pour donner votre avis sur ces modifications de statuts, si vous les acceptez ou si vous les refusez, ou si vous vous abstenez. Merci beaucoup. On se retrouve dans 10 minutes. Il faudra faire vite. Les organisateurs du congrès ont accepté de nous donner encore ces 20 minutes maintenant, mais le bus part à -20 précise devant à -25. Donc vous courez encore un peu plus vite à votre chambre à chercher vos affaires pour la soirée qu'on va passer ensemble. À demain.